This is me standing on top of an obsidian box filled with creepers that I am going to use to trap my enemies. And to make this trap even more deadly, when I press this button, all of the creepers will turn invisible to confuse my enemies even more.
Get him. Oh! Wait, what the? Yo! Oh my god! There's so many creepers! I'm dead, bro!
That is just one of the many traps I've set up across the map, and the reason I have all these traps is because I gave my enemies 1 hour to kill me, and that time is now ticking, so I better get to the next trap. I placed this horse here earlier, and I am going to make it invisible. They have no idea what's about to happen.
Okay, I think I saw him run over here. Oh, I definitely see his name. Yeah, he's on the hill. He's on the hill right here. Look.
Wait, what is he doing just standing there?
Standing here. Wait. Oh, he got on a horse. What? He got on an invis horse, bro. What? Keep going, keep going.
The reason I needed the horse to get away was because this trap requires a little bit of time. This is a basic parkour course, and if you fall, you will be spammed with harming arrows that will deal some serious damage. But I have to make it in time so they don't find the secret path to get to the other side.
This thing is so fast. Wait, he's going down. Look. You see his name? He has to be under this. Let's take down. Let's take down. I'm MLGing down. Oh, I see him.
Good luck, guys.
I'm going. Oh, I fell. Oh, no.
And while they were dealing with that, it was time to go to my next trap. This trap is in the nether because it uses piglins. I have filled a hole with a bunch of piglins, and I am going to use invisibility to become a piglin. When I jump into the hole, I will wear only golden boots, causing the piglins not to attack me, but attack my enemies instead, allowing me to blend in with the piglins while they attack them.
I see him, he's right there.
Oh, I see him. He just went through. It looks like he didn't have armor on. I'm just gonna jump through the lava because he lived.
Wait, there's piglins.
Wait, what? Oh my god, there's so many.
Wait, what? There's so many.
Wait, I'm gonna die. Oh my god. There's so many. What do I do? I'm trying to kill them. Try and kill them. You can't get out otherwise.
Wait, he's
I see him. Look, he just rolled out. He just ran away. Oh my god. How do we?
Come on.
Jump out. Okay. I got out. Oh my god.
Now I am going to take a minecart track that I am going to blow up to hopefully gain some distance on my enemies. Wait, guys, stop. I'm gonna blow this up. If you go any further.
Okay. There's TNT. Okay, he's being for real. Don't go.
Don't go any further, okay?
Okay, we won't.
I'm blowing it up anyway.
What? Jump off, don't die. Run.
And because of this distraction, I was able to make it to the next destination, a desert temple, the most obvious trap in Minecraft. The only difference is I removed the TNT and added something else instead, withers. Basically, I am going to bait them to come down to the bottom of the temple, and then I am going to spawn these withers and ender pearl back up. Any wrong move, and this could be the end right here.
Yeah, look, I see another portal.
Wait, the portal blew up.
Okay, let's go through. Light it. Careful.
There's a desert temple.
Oh, he's got to be in here.
Yeah, he's right here.
Yeah, he's right in front of you. Okay, he just went down. Be careful. There's definitely some kind of trap here.
I'm gonna go down.
Okay. Look out, though.
Wait.
Do you see anything?
Oh, wait, what is that?
Okay. Wait, he just rolled out. Oh no.
I'm so
no. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Oh my god.
I landed the ender pearls successfully, leaving them with some withers and a message that it was time to go to my next location. My next location is in the end, where I have made a two-part puzzle. The first part is a giant maze with multiple traps laid out inside of it, and the second part is a parkour course with a deadly trap attached to it.
Okay, there's the portal, get ready.
Oh, let's go.
I'm going in.
Okay, I'm in the middle.
Okay, don't walk forward. This is a trap. I'm telling you.
Oh, I see it. Look. This one has a carpet on it. It's probably powdered snow. Look, let's just build over it.
This was bad. That trap was meant to slow them down enough so I had a head start in the maze, but now my enemies were right behind me, chasing me through the maze.
He's like right here. Oh, there's a pressure plate. I'm not touching it.
What happened though?
Wait, I hear him just mining. Is he just breaking it? He just broke out the maze. Over here, look. He just keeps mining through the walls, bro. Oh, I'm catching up to him. I'm so close.
Wait, I'm in a wall. Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Now that they were stuck, I was able to finish the maze and position myself for the second part of this trap.
I'm going up the ladder. Oh, there's like lava up here,
Wait, don't go across. I'm gonna break this whole thing.
Wait.
Lava will fall on you.
No, just go. We definitely win. We definitely go quick enough.
I'm burning. Wait.
Oh, I made it.
I'm so close. Wait. Okay, I'm out.
Oh, look at these cords. Before we go through, let's write them down. Quick.
The coordinates I left led to my final trap. I call this trap the Woodland Mansion, and inside of this mansion is hundreds of armor stands that all look the same, and I'm going to be hiding amongst them until the time runs out. You guys only have 5 minutes left, by the way.
We're right behind you, though.
We're gonna kill you.
No, I don't think you are.
No, we're pretty close. I know you're in this mansion. Oh my god, my FPS is dying. He has to have like a trap set up in here.
Oh my god, my friend.
Oh my god, he has to be in here.
Okay, you guys have until the time runs out to find me. Good luck. What they didn't know is that this mansion is rigged to explode at the press of this button, meaning that my enemies have 5 minutes to find me, or else I am not only winning, but I am getting all of their stuff too.
Dude, there's no way we're gonna find you. This is like impossible. You gotta give us a hint or something.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. I am near an armor stand right now.
That helps.
Thanks, bro. Real helpful.
As time was running out, it was looking like I was going to end up blowing this place up, and then this happened.
Wait, I see particles. I see particles.
where?
He's gotta be like right here.
Wait, this is bad, this is bad.
Wait, where do you?
Oh,
He's right there.
He's running. He's running. Look. I see him. He's jumping.
Please.
Oh, he aggroed the thing. I'm Oh, it's so hard to see him.
Wait. I don't see him.
Oh my god, he's
right
running the
there.
other way. Look at the villagers chasing him.
Wait, there's no way, there's no way.
Wait, he went in his room. He went in his
Oh,
room.
look, he's in here. He's in here.
Wait, where does this go to?
Wait, where'd he go?
Wait.
Dude, there's actually no way that worked.
Wait, where'd you go? Did you just... I literally saw you run in there, and then you just...
As you can see, I was easily able to escape my enemies with invis, but it wasn't long until they found me again.
Dude, I'm so close to him. I'm so close to
Wait,
him.
yeah, go.
I actually have
Oh
no
my
idea where he
God.
went. I don't know where he went. I swear I saw him walk in the room, though.
Wait, there's actually no way that...
He's gotta be in this room. There's no way. He's gotta be in here.
Wait, no. Oh my god.
Oh my
Gaining
God.
on him. I'm gaining on him.
Guys, please. Just let me
I
win.
got him. Right? He's
Let me
dead.
win, let me win.
He's dead here. Wait, I missed. No.
I got him.
Get nice.
I got him.
Oh my-
Let's go.
This is me, standing on top of a desert temple full of TNT, and I am going to use TNT minecarts, which are a banned item on this server, to blow it up and hopefully kill my enemies.
Wait, there's a hole in the middle. Yeah, there's a hole in the middle. Wait, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna
You
go
go
down.
first. Yeah.
Wait.
What does the sign
up.
say?
Wait,
Look up.
what's above us? Wait, he's right there.
Wait. Oh my.
Wait, what is that?
Oh my god. Wait. What? No way.
That's just one of the many structures I have trapped around the map because I gave my enemies 1 hour to kill me, and that time starts now. Luckily, my next trap is right beside the desert temple, and I am going to hide in one of these village houses, and my enemies will have 1 minute to find me or the whole thing will blow up.
Oh, there's a village here.
Yeah, well,
Wait, they're all
why
the
are there so
same
many
house?
houses?
Wait, why are they all the same?
Wait, he's
There's
gotta
no
be.
way.
Yeah. You guys have a minute to find me or the whole thing's gonna blow up.
Wait, what?
Wait, you hit the left side. I got the right.
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna be on this
Oh.
side.
There's one with a trap.
Wait, yeah, there's an arm stand right here. Come here. Let's
You go first. You go first.
It,
Bro, this, bruh.
supposed to be.
No way. No way.
Wait, break out.
I got. Wait.
You could. Wait.
There's no way we get hit by this again.
Okay, I'm up. Okay, alright, it wasn't that many.
My next trap is in an ocean monument, and I am going to lure my enemies into an obsidian box where they will get mining fatigue from an Elder Guardian and not be able to escape. But first I have to navigate through the monument to make it to my trap.
I see him. He's right here.
Wait, how did you guys catch up already?
I don't
Get
even
him.
know. Wait.
Is he going to the desert temple? Wait, he's going down. He's going down there. Yeah, he's going down.
He's gonna get hit with mine fatigue.
I'm going in.
I'll follow.
Where's he going?
Wait.
Oh,
I just got
I see.
dinged.
He's going in his room over here. I'm gonna start drowning though.
Dude, we can't even mine or
Wait.
even get drowned.
I'm gonna need a gap. Where's he
We're
going?
literally drowning.
Wait, there's shrines in this chest. Grab one. Wait, we gotta go down here together.
Ready?
Okay, wait, hold on. Are you ready? Alright, let's go.
3, 2, 1, go. Wait,
Wait.
there's no way.
Oh, wait,
Who is this guy?
wait, why is there a guard? Wait, where is he going? Wait, I can't break out. I have mining fatigue.
And now that they were stuck in an obsidian box, I was able to make it to my next structure, a mine shaft. This structure has 3 traps that get more and more deadly as you go.
His name's right there.
Oh,
Wait,
why
wait.
was this? Wait,
Over here.
here?
Yeah. Wait, yeah, here's the mine shaft. He's right in front of me. Wait, he shifted.
Where did you go? Left or right?
I think you just keep going this way. Had to. Has to be here. Where is he? Oh,
Wait, no way. No way we get
No way.
again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Build up.
Build up. I can't even build. The freaking...
Yeah, water right here. Wait, he's right in front of us again. Wait, what is he doing? Wait, watch out.
Mine carts? There's no way.
Get him
We had an entire railway?
Oh my god,
Okay.
I'm stuck. No, I got stuck. I'm coming now.
Dude, wait. Oh, there's another portal here.
Yeah, go.
Wait, no, it's not.
Wait, oh my god. Wait, oh, there's so many cave stars. Wait, what?
Wait, where are they?
I'm stuck in some. Wait, how do you get out?
Now, I was able to go through the nether portal to get to my next structure, but before I make it there, I have set up a few traps along the way.
Okay, I'm out.
The portal is trapped.
I'm
Wait,
stuck.
he's right here.
Wait,
He's right behind us.
I can't see anything.
Break through. Alright, I broke through.
Where?
It's
Okay.
just a huge tunnel.
Yeah, he's right down here,
Why is it snowing?
He's got some parkour
He just
horse.
hasn't set up.
Wait,
Oh my god, he's breaking it as he goes.
yeah, wait, just press box. I'll be right behind it.
Oh my god.
I expected that to work better, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, watch out.
Andrews.
Wait. Oh my god. Okay, I'm alive. Okay.
Break through.
Oh my god.
Now that I slowed them down a bit, it's time to go to my next trap. This one isn't really a trap, but more of a distraction. Basically, I am going to make my enemies replicate this build, and while they are doing that, I am going to try to escape without them noticing.
He went to the left. Are you behind me?
Yeah, I'm right with you. Wait, he's going now?
Block the
Wait,
staircase again.
lock it up. Wait, no, just build up.
Hey guys, stop.
What?
You see this build right here?
Yeah.
I put everything you need in the chest to recreate it. And you guys have to recreate the build, or I'm gonna press this button and blow us all up. Give 1
Okay,
minute.
wait.
Okay, oh my god.
Here, let's wait. How do you...
Wait, what?
Good luck.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? Wait.
You have 1 minute. Go.
Wait. How did you do this?
And while they are doing that, I am so close to 100k subscribers, which means this could be your last chance to subscribe before I hit 100k. Hey, no looking.
Wait, I forgot it already.
I don't know what he did. Wait, just build the portal.
Okay, I'll build the portal.
Oh wait, there's a little hole. Wait, hold on, I can gate. That's why is there a stack of sandstone? What is this?
Oh, I might have left that in there. That's my bad.
Oh,
Wait, did he just leave?
wait, where
Is he trying to leave?
Wait, he's leaving. Wait, do you?
Honestly, I knew you guys couldn't do it, so
Wait, did you?
I was just
Wait.
doing that to distract you.
Wait, did you leave?
Wait, let's go.
And now that I had a little bit of distance, I had to travel far away to my next trap. My next trap is in an igloo where I have replaced the floor with powdered snow so my enemies will fall straight into a pit full of polar bears. But I still have to make it to the igloo without them catching me first.
Wait, he's right here. He's on a boat. You got a boat still? You went
I
this
can
way,
craft
you went
one. I
this
can
way.
craft one.
Get a boat. Hey, go. You went this way. Just keep going straight. Oh, you're left. I'm good now. You run to the left.
Okay.
Wait, there's another portal right here. Wait, he's ran past it. Yeah, keep going. Wait, I think he just went his igloo.
Wait for me, wait for
I'm
me.
gonna wait for you.
Okay.
He went his igloo though.
I'm
Go
ready.
on the same time. Ready? Alright, let's go.
Go.
Wait, he's right.
Wait,
No, wait.
snow
Oh
all
my
the way
god.
down.
Oh my god.
Now that they were stuck, I was able to go back into the nether to the next structure, a bastion. At the end of this path, I have set up a piston trap where my enemies will fall into a huge pit filled with piglins, but I have to make sure they don't see me hiding in order for this to work.
You definitely went through another portal.
There's no other way.
Wait, it's blocked off again. Wait, he's right under it. Wait. He's right under us. Wait,
Gosh,
cover.
wrong
Wait,
way.
I'm gonna wait for him. Alright, I'm right here.
Okay, turn right. Block this off again. Wait, what is it?
Wait,
Gosh, it's filled with lava. Dude. Do you have any blocks?
Yeah, got it. Oh my god. He's still trying to like...
Stuck
What are
there.
you trying to do? Wait. He's leaving. Wait. There's another portal. Wait, oh my god.
What? No way! Oh my god.
There's so many piglins. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Are you gonna die?
Even though they saw me, the trap somehow worked, and I was able to go back to the overworld where I made it to the stronghold. And in the stronghold, I entered the end portal to go to the end where I have placed the final trap.
Fish. Wait, you went in? Go in.
Go.
Wait, watch out. Let me do something. Where are
There's
you
ender
going?
pearls. This is the end portal.
Wait, do you see him? I don't... Where did he go? Oh, I see him.
What do we do now? Kill him?
Let's go, let's
We're gonna
go.
kill an Enderman.
Now I am at the final structure, an end city. Basically, my enemies will have the remaining time to complete a parkour course and kill me at the end. But if they fail, I will win the challenge and they have to let me kill them.
Alright, wait. Yeah, you would do this parkour.
You start
Okay.
this one, I guess. I guess
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
we're
parkour.
good.
I can't even make the first jump.
Okay, this
No,
is...
you made it this hard.
What do you mean? This is so easy. Just come on.
Bro.
Oh, here, I'm gonna wait for you. I'm gonna wait for you.
I would hurry up, by the way. You guys only have like a minute and a half left.
Oh, what?
Oh, wait, what? I'm not waiting then. Wait. Wait, here's
You just go, you just go. I'll catch
Wait,
up eventually.
I'm so confused. Okay, never mind.
I'm still on the first jump.
Hold on.
There's no way you're still on the
I got
first
it.
jump.
This is so easy.
Is it?
I don't know how
so
you're
ahead of
gonna...
me.
Yeah.
You only have 1 minute left.
How long is this? I'm not even gonna do this in time. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but like, I don't... This thing is so long. Wait, am I at the end? Yeah.
Wait, how did you already make it up here? Wait, how are you
Oh
already?
my god! Oh yeah, we're good. I fell there. I'm
30
almost down.
seconds.
There's no way.
What?
I'm so stuck.
There's
You're gonna
no
do this
way.
without me.
Oh no. I'm all the way down.
Guys, the time is up. I won. You have to give me all your stuff. Even though the time had ran out, for some reason my enemies continued trying to kill me. I think the time already ran out.
No, you don't do that.
I think you lost, honestly.
I don't think so. Hey, watch. Look, I see. I completed it. Wait, you wanna fight?
What's going on up there?
Oh, you fought. That's not good.
Hey, it doesn't matter. I have another one.
How you don't?
I'm winning this. I got this. Oh my god, no way.
This square is filled with over 10 million blocks, and if my friends can mine every single block before I finish 10 challenges, I will give them $1,000.
Oh, that's easy.
You're gonna lose 100%.
First, I have to survive 100 wardens for 1 minute. I have full protection 2 diamonds, so at least I won't die in 1 hit. But there are so many wardens here, this is going to be so hard. And this is the first challenge, they only get harder from here. They're all running at me, oh my god. Yep, and I'm already at 1 heart. Yeah, that is a lot harder than it seems. Oh yeah, and for any challenge I fail, my friends will get a buff to make them mine even faster, so this is going to be very hard. Attempt number 2, I lost my armor, but whatever. There's so many of them over here. I'm gonna try to hide in a corner, and maybe they won't find me. Never mind, that didn't work. Oh my god. Okay, last try. I got my armor back, this is good. We just have to survive 1 minute. Judging by my first 2 attempts, that's not going to be easy. They're not chasing me yet. Okay, 30 seconds, we're halfway there. Oh my god. How am I supposed to do this? 40 seconds, no way, dude. It's literally impossible just because of the sonic boom. And because I failed the challenge, now my friends can mine a lot faster. In this next challenge, I have to land 5 levels of clutches, which get more and more insane. The first clutch is super easy, it's just a simple water bucket. I don't know if you even die from this height. Imagine if I failed. For level 2, I have to land a slime block clutch. Okay, this one is a bit higher. Alright, let's go. 3 more levels to go. The next level is a little bit harder. Now I have to land a ladder clutch from over 100 blocks in the air. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh my god. I thought I failed. It looked like I was way too far away. Now the levels get really hard. I have to land a sweetberry clutch from over 150 blocks in the air. I've never done one of these before. I'm kinda nervous. Oh my god, I was literally just spam clicking. Let's go. Now for the final level, I have to land a boat clutch from almost 250 blocks in the air. Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. If I miss this, they are going to be able to mine so much faster. No way, dude. I didn't even place the boat. I'm so bad. Since I failed another challenge, my friends now have upgraded pickaxes.
Oh my god, I'm like mining whole chunks now.
Bro, mining.
In this next challenge, I have to hit an insane trick shot. Alright, you have to bounce off these slime blocks, then you hit this lever, and finally you shoot the chicken. And now that you know how hard it is, I only have 4 more tries to hit it. Okay, attempt number 2, come on. And I missed the lever. Alright, attempt number 3. Oh my god, there's no way. Now I only have 2 attempts left, and I haven't even gotten close. Okay, you bounce off here, now we hit this. No way, how did I miss that shot? Alright, this is my final chance. Come on, hit this. Oh my god, let's go! I actually hit it. Because I hit the trick shot, my friends did not receive a buff from that challenge. For the next challenge, I have to bust 5 Minecraft myths, and if I get 2 of them wrong, I lose. The first myth is, does thorns work on armor stands? I'm pretty sure I've tried this before and it didn't work, so I'm going to go with false. Let's go in survival. Wait, what? Wait, I thought it didn't work. I swear I've tried it. Well, now I have to get the next 4 right or I lose. The next myth is, can mobs see you when you wear their head? I'm pretty sure mobs can still see you when you wear their head, so I'm gonna go with true. Okay, yeah, the creeper's blowing up. I was right. Let's go. 3 more to go. Can curses be removed with a grindstone? I'm pretty sure you can't remove curses with a grindstone. Let's see. Yep, it still has curse of binding. Okay, I just need to get 2 more right. Can you smelt raw iron blocks into regular iron blocks? I don't think you can do this either, so I'm gonna go with false once again. Yeah, it's false. Nothing is happening when I put it in the furnace. Okay, just 1 more to go. Can you spawn a wither in a snow biome? Now, I've done this one before and it didn't work, but I remember some comments telling me I have to remove the snow underneath it, so I'm gonna trust you guys and I will say you can spawn one. Alright, let's build it right here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it worked. You guys were right. And because I got 4 myths right, my friends didn't get a buff again. The next thing I have to do is find diamonds in cursed Minecraft. Okay, so I only have 5 minutes to do this, so I have to be fast or else my friends will get a pretty crazy buff. I think I see a shipwreck in the distance, so I'm going to make a boat. Yeah, that's definitely a shipwreck. Hard to tell with the solid water. Okay, this is the wrong chest. Are any of these squares diamonds? I don't think so, but we did get some iron. And I'll check for a treasure map. Okay, there is a treasure map. Okay, we just need to find this and hopefully there will be diamonds. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the treasure. It should be right here. Okay, my F3 menu just isn't working. What? I have no idea where to dig down. Let's just dig here. Okay, there it is. Wait, is that a diamond? Oh, it's just a heart of the sea. Okay, I guess our best chance now is to just dig down. Let's just get a bit more wood, and we'll just go in this water cave. Let's dig down here. Okay, there's a mine shaft. I could find diamonds in a minecart chest. I don't have much time left though, so we have to get lucky. Okay, we're not going that way. I forgot I added my mobs to the texture pack too. Come on, minecart chest. There's literally no minecart chests in here. Are you serious? Oh wait, there's one. And there's nothing good in it. Oh my god, there's so many Spider-Mans. Okay, we literally have no time left. I have to just dig in this wall. And we're out of time. That's so unlucky. That was the perfect seed to find diamonds, and we still found none. And because I failed another challenge, my friends now have explosive pickaxes. For the next challenge, I have to beat a parkour course that gets progressively harder. Okay, I'm pretty good at parkour, which is good because I can't afford to lose this one. Okay, this level is pretty easy. I'm just gonna speed run it. Okay, there's ladders. They're easy ladder jumps though. Okay, the blue level looks harder. 3-block ladder jump. Now we go here. This looks kind of far. Easy for me though, obviously. Okay, this is still pretty easy. Oh, not one of these jumps. Oh my god, I thought I fell. Okay, this level looks hard. There's a scary ladder jump already. That was kind of far. Okay. Oh my god, what is this jump? That one was scary. Alright, and another one of these. Alright, now I just have to speed run this. And we made it to purple. That one was definitely harder. Okay, this level looks really scary. Alright, I'm just gonna go. Okay. I just speed ran that part. Okay, ladder jumps. I'm just gonna have to speed run this again. There's no way I just did that. Now we just have to go up this ladder. Wait, where is the ladder? Oh my god, I have to jump to this one. What? Come on. No way, that literally looked impossible. And there's another one. Okay, now there's only one more jump to go. Let's go. I never even doubted myself, obviously. Since I completed the parkour course, my friends were not given a buff. Now I have to speedrun finding a random mob. Okay, this can either go really good or really bad. Hopefully I don't roll the Ender Dragon. Come on, donkey, that sounds fine. Of course, I was gonna get a donkey and now I have to speedrun a strider. I mean, it could be worse. All I have to do is get to the nether in 10 minutes. That's plenty of time. And there's an outpost right here. I mean, I probably shouldn't go into it with nothing, but what's the worst that can happen? Okay, you guys can stop shooting. I'm just here to visit your loot. Okay, 2 iron, some wood, and some food. That's not bad. I just need 2 more iron to get to the nether. And there's a lava pool right here. This is a really good seed. Alright, let's just get some wood. Wait, what am I doing? I already had wood. Now I just need to find 2 iron. Hopefully there's some iron in this cave. Okay, I'm not really sure if there is iron in this cave. I literally found no iron in this cave. How is that possible? Guess we just have to find another cave. Wait, never mind. The seed is cracked. There's a village here too. I can't believe I didn't see this village before. Alright, let's just kill the village bodyguard and we're good. Sorry, man. It has to be done. Let's steal some crops too. Okay, now I can mess up the speedrun portal. I think that's right. Oh wait, I actually did it. Oh yeah, I need flint for flint and steel. Here we go. Alright, we still have a good amount of time to find a strider. Remember, all I have to do is punch it. Okay, I don't see any yet. Oh wait, there's some right there. Now I just need to get down. They're making it really difficult to punch them. And there we go, I did it. Since I completed the challenge, my friends did not get a buff. For the next challenge, I have to beat a world record which Dom took from me in his newest video. 21 seconds, okay, I definitely need to warm up. Since I only had 25 attempts to get under 11.5 seconds, I needed to warm up fast. And while I'm attempting this record, sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people, so if you think you are subscribed, please check, it helps a lot. Okay, I keep getting around 15 seconds, which is definitely an improvement from before, but it's still not good enough. Wait, how fast was that? 12.99 seconds. Wait, I'm pretty sure that tied my old record. And after that, my streak of luck began to run out until I was down to one final attempt. Okay, 16 seconds, I just can't seem to get it. I only have one more try. Oh, 13.26, that's a good time, but it just isn't enough. Since I lost the challenge, my friends are now able to fly. For the final challenge, I have to find a diamond in this massive house. This house is literally insane. How am I going to find this in 10 minutes? I also can't afford to lose this challenge. If my friends get the 5th buff, it's over. I'm gonna start following this road here. Okay, there's some cars here with some item frames, but I don't seem to see a diamond. This diamond isn't an item frame, by the way, so we don't have to check any containers. I think I'm gonna look in this backyard, because that seems promising. Is this a whole other house? This is impossible. Let's check beyond the paintings. You never know if there's a hidden room beyond the paintings. At this point, looking just seems pointless. There's endless places it could be. I'm diving in the pool. I don't think it's down here. Okay, I think I've checked everywhere I can look in this side house, and it's not here. Let's check the main house. We're already almost at 5 minutes too. This is bad. Oh my god, look how big the main house is. This is crazy. The amount of detail is insane. I could be looking at the diamond right now and have no idea. They even have an infinity pool. And a kitchen with some dude's head on the table. What? This is crazy. I feel like I've only checked like 5% of the house. Oh wait, there's a downstairs floor. I don't think I've been here yet. How do we get down there is the question. We only have 1 minute left. How do I get downstairs? Imagine living in a maze like this. I think this is the downstairs area. They have a bowling alley? Are you serious? Who has a bowling alley in their house? Time is ticking and I've found a place that goes further down, but I still see nothing. Wait, there's a secret room here. There's lots of diamond armor, but no diamonds. Alright, I'm just gonna jump in the pool. It's over. Wait, is that the diamond? Wait, it disappeared, but that was the diamond, I'm certain. Since I won this challenge, the score is now 5-4, but as I said, there are 10 challenges, so this is not over yet. Okay, so for the last challenge, I have to stop them from mining. So I guess I just have to kill them. I don't know what kind of stuff they've been given, so I'm just gonna get full netherite. Alright, I'm pretty sure they are over here. Oh, they literally have nothing. Guys, I think your time is up.
Ow, wait, what are you doing here?
Oh my god, bro!
I hit 12 of the rarest mobs in this square, and if my friends can find all of them before I finish 8 challenges, I will give them $1,000.
Alright, I'm gonna beat you this time.
Yeah, you're going down.
First, I have to kill a warden with no armor. Okay, so I have a stack of god apples. There's no way I can lose this, right? I totally didn't already lose and wasn't recording. But this time I have a different strategy. Oh god. Okay, maybe I need to use the god apples. Alright, we only need to hit him like 100 times. This is actually so scary. He does so much damage. No, we gotta get out of the corner. Oh my god, he's hitting me against the wall. Please, god apple, come on. How is this so hard even with god apples? No, he keeps hitting me against the wall. I think the strategy is to hit him while he's sonic booming. Wait, where did he go? No, stop hitting me, please. Oh god, lava. Wait, never mind, we're good. Alright, come here, warden. That was a bad idea. No, we're on 3 hearts. How many hits does this guy take? Thanks for the boost. Alright, it's gotta be close to dying. I don't know how much more I can take. This is so stressful. Come on, just die. I swear I've hit him 100 times already. No, please, Cap. Yes! It only took 18 god apples, but it still counts. After the first challenge, my friends had already found one of the 12 mobs. For the next challenge, I have to speedrun a random item. Hopefully I get something easy because I could literally get stuck on some of these forever. Are you serious? This is one of the worst items I could get. I also only have 10 minutes to find it or I have to restart, so I have to get super lucky. Alright, I'm just gonna go look for a ruined portal because I think that's my best chance of getting a god apple. We're about a minute in and I still have yet to find anything. I'm also going to need food soon. This isn't good. Alright, let's just make a sword really quick. I feel bad leaving the baby alive. Okay, we found a village. I don't think we can get a god apple from here, but we can get some food. And I'm still not seeing any ruined portals. My friends could literally find every mob during this challenge if I don't get lucky. Okay, we found a plains biome. That will make it easier to see. 5 minutes in and still nothing. And that's pretty much how the rest of this run went until almost 8 minutes in. Wait, I think I finally found one. Now it just comes down to a 0.01% chance or whatever it is. Come on. No, just a regular golden apple. Alright, our time is about to run out. I think I'm just gonna have to save this challenge for later because there's no way I'm finding it right now. And while I was wasting my time, my friends found a method to find mobs even faster.
Dude, we need to win this. Do you think someone knows we're cheating?
You never know.
In the next challenge, I have to complete 4 levels of parkour jumps, starting with a triple neo. Alright, so you just have to look in the corner right here. Okay, that was terrible. Apparently, I'm not supposed to crouch. No, that was so close. Come on. Yes, let's go. Next, I have to do 5 double block clutches in a row. Alright, 1, 2, 3. No, I overjumped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. Let's go. For level 3, I have to do 10 4-block jumps in a row. Alright, how hard can this be? You didn't see that. Come on, we just need to speedrun it to keep momentum. No, I was so close. Alright, this is the one. Come on. Halfway there. Almost there. Come on. Last jump. Let's go! Not even close. The last level is the hardest. I have to do a 5-block jump. I mean, how hard can this be? There's already a command block to line me up perfectly. All I need to do is jump. And I somehow still can't make it. This jump took me longer than the last 3 jumps combined, and I was ready to give up until this happened. Oh my god, I finally did it! And while I was completing this challenge, my friends had now found 4 of the 12 mobs. For the next challenge, if my friend picks the wall I'm hiding behind, they will get a buff. Whatever you do, don't pick orange, okay?
Okay, I'm not gonna pick orange then.
Alright, you have a 25% chance. Which one do you pick?
Are you sure it's 25%?
Yeah, there's 4 walls. What?
I don't think he realizes this, but I'm about to be using X-ray.
No way, dude, you're so lucky. Since I lost the challenge, the area to search was cut in half, and with how fast they were finding mobs, I was already beginning to lose hope. So it was at this point that I decided to try the God Apple challenge again. Alright, maybe we can get better luck this time. I don't think so though, with how things have been going. The odds of me even finding a ruined portal are so low to begin with. This challenge feels impossible. I might as well just give them the $1,000 now. Like, what am I even going to find in a jungle? And my luck stayed bad for the rest of this run, and at this point I was at an all-time low, still having 5 challenges left to complete. But I couldn't let my friends win, so I decided to move on from this challenge once again to hopefully regain confidence. For the next challenge, I have to complete an Elytra course. Okay, I've never done this before, hopefully it's not too difficult. I failed the first ring. Great. Okay, I'm getting the hang of it. That one was kind of scary. Oh god, it's getting faster. No. Alright, that run gave me the confidence to actually finish this though. This makes me wish I played hardcore. Alright, we made it further this time. Oh, that was so close. This one is so low down. Wait, what? Oh my god, that might actually be hard. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, we did it. Wait, what is this? Oh my god, I'm pretty sure that was the end, but that one looks so hard. Come on, just look far left, then all the way down, and a huge right, down left, and now is the hard part. I just gotta look all the way down, and now quickly up. Almost there. And now we just go far down in a quick turn. Let's go! I feel like that challenge helped me regain my confidence. And I'm going to need that confidence because my friends have now found 5 of the mobs. The next challenge is an ice parkour course. I can't fail any of these jumps because if I do, I have to start all over again. Alright, how did I just fail the 3rd jump? At least I fell at the very beginning. Alright, just have to jump slowly so I don't slide off. Wait, I think I can skip this jump. Okay, I should not be messing around like that. Honestly, these jumps are only scary because I'm sprinting. Okay, these ladders are unnecessary. I'm not that bad. That was kind of a far jump. Stage 14-8. This stage takes a long time to complete. Oh god. I guess it doesn't really matter since I can't use the checkpoints anyway. Where do I even go here? This is a maze. I'm literally taking this so slowly. Oh no, I almost overjumped. Alright, I've got to be getting close to the end. No! Because I failed that jump, I had to start all the way over again. And while I'm making it back to where I fell, YouTube sometimes unsubscribes people, so if you think you are subscribed, please check just in case. Alright, back at stage 14-8. We just gotta make it without falling. And we're back to this weird spot. We go here. Come on. All these 1-block jumps are stressing me out. Usually 1-block jumps would be easy, but it's hard when you're sliding on the ice. We go here. Come on. Almost there. Alright, I think we might be halfway there now. Honestly, I can't really tell. There's so many jumps. Okay, we're almost back to where I fell. We go here. Alright, 2nd time is the charm. Let's go. What even is this? These aren't even jumps. Still going to go slow because I can't afford to fall again. Alright, I think I see the end. We're so close. Come on. Alright, just a few more jumps. Almost there. We go here. Come on. And this is the last jump. Let's go. We made it, guys. After finishing the parkour, my friends had now found 7 of the mobs. In the next challenge, I have to survive 100 wardens for 1 minute. In the last video, this seemed impossible, but this time I have regen, so it should be possible. You guys also told me to stand still last time, but it doesn't seem to be working. At least it gave me a little bit of time. But now I'm on the run. Let's hope this regen is good enough. Oh, they're already hitting me. Oh my god, they do so much damage. Ow, they're all hitting me at once. There's literally so many of them. They literally just hit me out of the map. What? I'm going to try standing still again. Okay, why are they surrounding me? Maybe it actually does work. Oh, that's not good. Okay, he's hitting me now. I wonder what gave it away. Oh no, there's literally so many. Oh my god, what is this? I can't move. I'm pretty sure I just aggroed 50 more of them there. Alright, we might actually be able to win this though. This regen is going crazy. Stop hitting me against the wall. Wait, it's been a minute. We actually did it. Since I was able to finish the challenge so fast, my friends only found one more mob. The next challenge is an escape room. Hopefully this challenge doesn't take too long because I still have to speedrun a god apple. Alright, I see nothing in this room right now. You can't open these barrels and these trapdoors aren't doing anything. Oh wait, there's a shulker here. Alright, we have to break lime carpet. Oh, here's lime carpet. And there's a button. Okay, there's another button here. And now we're in a meat freezer. Oh, and there's a lever on this door. Okay, that takes us to a kitchen. What does this book say in it? Okay, it's a soup recipe. Okay, I think we need to find these 3 things. And there's a safe keypad. I don't think we need that right now. Okay, crimson fungus harvest. I think that's one of the things we need. Let's just grab that. And there's also a button here that goes on gold ore. I haven't seen any gold ore though. Okay, there's also a fungus harvester, but where's the warped fungus? I'm not really finding anything else, which is bad because my friends are going to finish soon. There's some torches on the wall. I'm not sure what these are for. Okay, I found a tree that says replant me, but where do we plant it? I also found an axe that can break jungle planks. These are not jungle planks. Okay, I found somewhere to plant the tree, and there was a piston. Where's that? Oh, it was right here, and there's a water bottle. Okay, now we can fill this up right here, and now we can fill the sink like it says. Okay, I just heard another piston, and there's actually a secret room right here. Okay, I actually have an idea for what this is. I think I need to put this code in the redstone torches from earlier. Something grew. Okay, where is that? This has already taken me so long, and I feel like we are nowhere near the exit. Okay, I found the warp fungus. Now I have the ingredients for the soup. Let's just put them in here. Oh, I forgot to fill the water. Alright, now we have the soup. We just need to give it to the villager here. Oh, he gave us a map. Okay, and it's just a rainbow. Wait, this wasn't here before. Alright, let's just press them in order. Correct combination, and a ladder appeared somewhere. Well, there is a ladder. Oh, and I think we have to parkour to the other side. I wonder how many mobs my friends have found at this point. We got a piece of paper with a code. Oh, this probably goes in the keypad. And we got another map. Swap order. Oh, I probably have to put this in the torches again. Oh, and this must have opened the last room. Okay, there's jungle wood we can break, and this is the gold ore. Look for the code blocks and the magenta shulker boxes. Okay, one is literally right here, and I'm guessing I have to put them all here. Okay, we found another one. This one was kind of hidden. Here's the 4th one, and there's another one, and here's the light gray one. Alright, we just need one more concrete, and we need to find it fast. My friends have gotten so much time from the challenge. I literally couldn't find it anywhere, so it must be up here. Yep, here it is. Alright, that's the final one, and we need to find a password. Seriously? Okay, that was actually pretty easy to find. And we finally escaped. That took way too long. Since that challenge took so long, my friends were only one mob away from finding them all, and I still had to find a god apple in under 10 minutes. At this point, I am probably down to my only attempt, so I need to get extremely lucky. The only thing I'm looking for right now is a ruined portal or a desert temple. Oh, and I see a ruined portal already. Please have a god apple in the chest. And there's nothing. Great. Alright, there's still so much time left on this run, we can get lucky. And there's a village over here, I guess I need to go get food from there. Good, there's a crafting table in here. I literally just broke it with my fist when I have an axe, nice. Alright, that should be enough food. Come on, please just give me a desert temple. I cannot afford to lose this challenge. There's literally just nothing in this desert. Another village, that's not what we need. Maybe there can be god apples and a blacksmith. Nope, just apples. Come on, almost 5 minutes in and still nothing. Wait, there's a desert temple. I'm just tanking the fall damage, I don't care. Nothing, regular gapple, nothing, and nothing. Are you serious? Alright, I think it might be over at this point, but I can't give up. There has to be another ruined portal or temple. Okay, I think this desert has come to an end, but we can still find a ruined portal. Yes, there's another one, come on. We just need to get up this mountain. This is probably our last chance. Please have a god apple. Oh, it's just a normal gapple again. It was at this point that my friend called me telling me they found all the mobs. I was pretty upset about losing until my friend shared his screen to show me and he forgot to turn his x-ray off. Wait, why are the blocks all cleared? You have something to tell me.
It's a glitch.
Wait, you realize you lose now, right? I'm going to build 100,000 ducks for 100k subscribers. Okay, this is going to take way too long, which is why I got my friends to do this while I complete a set of challenges. But if they finish building before I finish the challenges, my friends will get to post whatever they want on my community tab. Okay, you guys can start building.
Oh, that's easy.
You're gonna lose 100%.
There are 8 challenges in total, and this is the first challenge. This is a maze, and I have to make it to the other side before the lava falls on me. Luckily, this is a time challenge, so it's not going to waste too much time. But most of them aren't, so we have to go fast. Okay, the lava's falling pretty quick. Okay, we're doing good. Dead end, okay. There's so many long hallways. The lava's getting close. Oh god. I think I just went backwards. Let's go this way. Come on. Oh my god, let's go. Look how close the lava was. That was actually insane. And because I beat the challenge, my friends can no longer build for the next 10 minutes. For the next challenge, I have to make this trick shot, but if I don't make it in 5 tries, my friends will give me a punishment for the next challenge. Alright, you gotta jump down here. and hit this. Nope. Second try, that was a warm-up. Come on. Okay, and now we just go down the ice. Wait, what? How did I shoot? Okay, attempt number 3. This is getting kind of bad. Come on, down the ice. Bro, that's so fast. Okay, 2 more tries. That was so close. No way. 1 more try. I don't want the punishment. Come on. Go in here. Did that hit? That one might have hit. And I would have known if it hit if I didn't forget my Minecraft sounds were muted. No way, I was so close too. And because I failed the trick shot, I had to use acid shaders in the next challenge as a punishment. But even though I failed in 5 tries, I still had to hit the trick shot to move on. Oh my god, that was so close. Dude, that had to be it. Okay, there's no way that wasn't it. By now, my friends were able to build again, and they were making some serious progress. In this next challenge, all I have to do is win a game of Bed Wars, but unfortunately, I have to do it with acid shaders since I lost the last challenge. This doesn't look so bad. Oh, never mind. Alright, we just have to win Bed Wars. This is easy. Okay, maybe this won't be as easy. Please don't kill me. Okay. I'm half a heart with acid shaders. This is great. Stop building, please. Oh. I don't even know what I was trying to do there. I'm not gonna lie. Because of these shaders, this was one of the hardest challenges in this video, but I couldn't let you guys down, so I kept pushing through. And while I was struggling, I decided to check in on how my friends were doing.
Alright, this is taking too long. Give me a second. Alright, look.
Ooh, yo, I don't think he'd know. Let's just do that.
My friends had started cheating, and I still had 5 challenges to go, so I had to win the game fast. Okay, I've never seen this map before, but I'm confident. I have my double-click mouse now. Okay, which way do I even rush? Okay, red is going for blue, so I go for yellow. Nice. Of course you're here now. Never mind, he fell. I don't have enough blocks, though. And he's back. Come on, just drop down. What are you doing? Whatever, I guess we're trading. Just get the bed at this point, I don't care. Oh, never mind, I guess you don't want the bed. Okay, I'm stacked now. Oh, just skip me, why not? Yeah, there's no way I'm hitting that. Why is he not breaking my bed? I would just go over there and kill him, but I honestly have no idea where he is. Oh, he finally broke the bed. Wait, there he is. Really? Just die. Finally. We need to win this. I don't want to do this again. I guess I'm just gonna go mid now. I honestly don't even know who's alive. I can just go for white, I guess. I'm kinda sure they aren't there. Bed is gone. 1 more bed to go, and I can see again. White guy died too. Nice. It's a 1v1. I think blue is over here. Oh yeah, I see him. Okay, I'm just gonna go right past you. Oh god. I almost died there. Of course you would buy obsidian. I just need to pray I don't get fireballed because there's no chance I'm seeing it. Diamond pick, ace. Okay, please don't fireball me. Bro, wait, I meant to pull up my bow. No. Okay, at least I didn't die there. Oh my god, that was so close. Thank god he missed. No. Oh, that was so bad. I actually almost died there. He's just hiding now. Oh, there he is. Please, just die. Oh my god, never again. With my friend's new method of building, they were now 1/5 of the way done. The next challenge is a parkour course, and for each level I complete, my friends will have to stop building for a longer amount of time. But the catch is, if I fall, all of my time on this parkour course is wasted, and I get another punishment. Okay, we need to go for the higher numbers because we need all the time we can get. Okay, this isn't too bad. Ladders on the first level though, that's not good. Bam, bam. Okay, that was pretty easy. That was only level 1. Level 5 looks a lot harder. Those were some far jumps. Okay, now we go here. That was kind of far. Okay, this one looks scary. I'm gonna go get momentum. Also, I hate asking you guys to subscribe, but it genuinely works, so please subscribe. Here, then here. Okay, we're speed running now. More ladders. Okay, this is kind of hard. Oh my god. Level 10, I have to keep going because they're already 25% finished building. I'm not liking this jump right here. And a 4-block jump? No way, I want to go back now. Please. Okay. This is definitely a lot harder. Then we just go over here. Another one of these. Oh my god, that was so close. Now we just full sprint these. And a Neo, of course. Oh my god, let's go. We are not trying level 30. This looks way too hard. Okay, you guys can no longer build for the next 10 minutes.
I don't even think we're gonna need those 10 minutes, to be honest. Look how far ahead we are.
Since they were so far ahead, the next challenge was my chance to catch up. I have to speedrun building a duck in survival, so I need to do this as fast as possible. Okay, so we need acacia wood, yellow terracotta, and yellow stained glass. So we need to find a savanna. And this is the exact opposite place to find a savanna. No way, there's a baby Arctic fox. No, I'm not gonna kill it. Why would I do that? Those things run so fast. That was a huge waste of time. I'm starting to run out of hunger too. This is bad. And there's nothing here, so we're gonna have to reset. Oh, there's a savanna. Now we have to find sand and clay. Here's some sand. And here's some clay. Now we just get the furnace to smelt them. We definitely need more furnaces. Do these flowers make yellow dye? Nice. We'll grab a few of those. Now how do I craft yellow terracotta? Oh, I need way more. Okay, here's the clay. Now the glass is smelted, we just need the terracotta. And that's the stained glass. That's the stairs. That's the slabs. Now we can actually make terracotta, and we'll build it here in front of the ocean. Now we just need the eyes. And we're done in just under 6 minutes. Hopefully that caught us up. Now my friends are back to building, so I went to check on them again.
We're like halfway done.
Yeah, you gotta hurry it up, man.
In the next challenge, I have to escape a duck prison. But if I escape in under 10 minutes, I get to skip the next challenge and my friends will get a random punishment. Okay, we have a brewing stand with dirt under it and some lava and some glass. There's nothing beyond the glass. Okay, there's something beyond this. I'm just gonna run through. I like buttons pressed below me. What? Okay, I'm gonna die. And I spawned outside. That's probably not supposed to happen. Wait, what does this do? Oh. I think the map is broken, so I'm just gonna use these dirt blocks because nobody told me I can't. 18 should be enough. Now we can block off the lava. Oh, and there's a chest underneath with stripped wood. Cool. Okay, here's a button. We'll put it under the sign. Summon new lightning bolt. Where? Okay, I could just build out right here. There's an observer. What happens if I do this? This. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, I guess I escaped. That's definitely not how you're supposed to escape, but I'll take it. Now I get to skip to the next challenge, and my friends now have to build using hyperspeed sensitivity for the next 10 minutes. The punishment was useless though, because my friends were cheating and I didn't even know it. The final challenge is on an OG Minecraft survival games map called Duckbill City. And there's a duck hidden somewhere across this map, and I have to find it. But the time is ticking because my friends are really close to being finished. Okay, this map is literally massive. There's no way I'm gonna find this without getting lucky. I'm gonna check the city first because it's the most open. There's nothing under here, nothing in the hotel either. Each one of these rooms is accessible and there's like 8 floors. It could be in any of these. This is crazy. There's nothing inside the pyramid, nothing here too, nothing on this floor, nothing on this floor, and nothing on this floor. At this point, I've probably checked only 1% of the map, and it's been almost 5 minutes. And my friends are really close to being finished. This is bad. You can't enter this building, that's good. Nothing in the parking lot either. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the houses now. First, let's check the mall. This place used to give you 20 FPS, and this is why you would get 20 FPS. Okay, I don't think it's in the mall. Let's go to the houses. This map is actually so big. This is insane. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find this without some kind of hint. Can you guys give me a hint?
Yeah, it's somewhere high.
Yeah, that's too good of a hint, bro.
Okay, they said it's somewhere high. These windmills are high, but I can see onto them, and there's nothing there. We could also check that building, but I'm pretty sure you can't go on top of it. It could also be in the plains too, but there's no way to get up there. You can get up this gas station, but that's not very high. It's also too hard to get up. I'm not trying that. You can go on top of this building. It's not up here, but it could be on top of one of the big buildings because I know you can climb those. You can climb both the hotel and the pyramid, so I'm gonna go there. Let's try the hotel first because it's shorter. Climbing ladders take so long, come on. This is weird. Okay, it's not up here, and I can't see it on any of these buildings. Wait, is that it up there? It's on top of the pyramid, no way. Okay, we need to go down from here. Come on. There's ladders on the side, and I think there's a bit of parkour. Okay, the ladder's gone. Okay, there it is. That building is melting. Almost at the top. Okay, now we just have to climb the satellite thing. I might drown. This is so high. Water is so slow on this version. Come on, I'm so close. I just have to touch it. Let's go! Wait, did I beat them? I think I beat them. They didn't say anything. Wait, I can't believe you guys almost won. How did you build that fast?
You thought we were building?
Yeah, that took like 166 hours, bro.
Hide and seek. You have 1 minute to hide. Go.
I had the perfect strat. I'm all stone.
What they don't know is I'm secretly using a mod that allows me to cheat and disguise as anything. Alright, now I'm a stone block and hopefully I don't get caught.
Oh, this is perfect.
Alright, I got my spot.
Alright, it's been 1 minute. Cho is now looking for us.
Oh, I see him.
Oh wait, is that him up there?
Now, if I was a hider, where would I be? If I see anybody, I have to manually check every house now.
My head kind of looks like a mango, doesn't it? That's like the stem.
Honestly, this guy kind of sucks. I'm just gonna tell him where Cart is.
What?
Yo, Cart's on top of the mountain.
Mountain? You can get up there?
Dude, he just saved me. He's about to come in my house.
I'm not on the mountain. Somebody say I am the mountain, though.
Alright, it's been a couple minutes. Everyone has to switch hiding spots now. We have to be careful he doesn't see the stone moving here.
He's so close to me. I gotta like sneak around road?
I think I'm just gonna go over here. Yeah, that looks perfect.
Alright, I moved. I'm in a little bit of a worse spawn, but I think this is pretty good.
I guess I'm hiding down here now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude.
You're a funny guy.
What do you mean? No, stop, no, stop. I told you.
Since Cart was found, he no longer has a chance of getting a point this round, and whoever has the least amount of points at the end of this video has to eat a giant gummy python.
Me
What?
python?
Dude, what?
Alright, since there's only 2 of us left, you have to be hiding on the main island.
I wonder if I can get back to my original spot.
He shouldn't be able to see us here. I'm going to change the disguise to a hay bale so I blend in even more. And this looks really good. I don't think he's gonna find us.
I didn't even know he was right there. He just ran right past me again.
Oh my god, he's literally right there.
Okay, I think I'm gonna need some more clues soon.
Yo, he literally walked right past us and didn't see.
Where are you? So you're in the mine shaft?
Oh my god, he's literally right here.
Knew I saw something move in the trees.
Wait, he found him.
No.
Hey, where were you hiding? How did you outlast
I can't believe you didn't see me, dude.
hiding
No.
right next to
Wait,
the whole time?
No.
What?
No.
I was right here. And since I survived the longest, I now have 1 point and Cart and Dawn have 0. Alright, last person alive gets a point.
Dude, I'm out of here.
Wait, why are you going the same room as me?
Dude, I'm so scared.
Dude, there's like 5 wardens spawning.
Wait, I have an idea.
For this one, I spawned a bunch of health potions, but I'm going to try to not to use them because they might be onto me after the first challenge. Alright, this is boring. I'm gonna spawn a few more wardens.
Alright, I'm out.
I'm observing, bro. Oh, I see you getting chopped, bro. Oh my god.
Okay, maybe we need the health potions.
You want some steak, bro?
Wait, where are you?
I'm at a hidden location, bro.
How are you?
Why are they hitting it? I'm not even blind! Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, dude, how are you? You cheating?
Dude, I'm just thinking harder, not smarter.
No, I'm going on you.
Dude.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so low.
Oh my god!
Oh
Dead.
my god, I'm totally not in one heart. Oh, how is it still hitting me? Oh my god, I gotta go in that pool. Oh my god. Oh, ow.
I'm getting some Steve Wolfer. Yes, I won. Let's go.
Me and Dawn now have 1 point while Cart is still on 0. Each of us have 250 hearts, and the first person to die gets a point.
Oh,
It was over for you guys.
oh wait, I got a secret strat up my sleeve already. You guys don't even know about it.
For this challenge, I secretly spawned in a bunch of harming potions so I can easily die.
But I'm almost out of hunger. I got like 2 bars left.
I'm chilling in a hot tub.
Alright, it's time to use the potions.
It's getting pretty hot right now, I'm gonna lie.
We might not have enough potions. This is gonna be close.
Dude, starving does half a heart like every like 4 seconds. This sucks.
I think it's over for you guys. I'm already half HP. I don't know about you.
Alright, I'm getting really close. My hearts are changing size.
I think I'm about to die here.
Bro, I'm jumping on a stalactite, bro. This is minorly better.
I'm actually so close. I can see the
It's
end.
actually, I'm about to win. It's over.
Alright, I'm so close. Yeah, it's so much.
Wait, what?
Hot magic,
Wait,
bro.
magic.
Wait, oh
No.
Wait.
yeah, that's it.
You be brutal?
No, that's just a glitch, dude.
What?
It's just a
Glitch?
glitch. I now have 2 points, Dawn has 1 point, and Cart still has 0. For this challenge, the first person to find diamonds gets a point. Alright, I think I'm gonna go for this village.
I'm gonna go to the nether, and I hope I find diamonds in the fortress there.
This time I'm not going to cheat because I'm pretty sure they are onto me. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say stealing is allowed.
Wait, actually?
Wait, how did you get that?
Yo, bruh, leave me alone.
I need this.
Whoa, you can't have-
I just needed it. I just needed it.
Is this what I think it is, dude? Oh, this is perfect for my strategy.
Oh my god, there's no caves.
Alright, there's literally no caves on the surface, so I just have to swim in this water cave. Maybe I should have cheated for this challenge. Wait, I hear lava under me. Okay, this could be good.
Ooh, oh, this is a big cave.
I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm out of ideas. I don't know how long this is gonna take, but like, I can't get iron.
There's no way there isn't any diamonds over here.
Hot stuff.
Why?
What?
Alright, you guys ain't ready for this? 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah.
Wait, you're in the nether.
Wait, oh my god, wait, I found diamonds, wait.
No, you didn't, no, you didn't.
I actually found diamonds. Look at that.
What?
Actually,
Oh,
bro.
there's actually no
Look.
way. I am still in the lead with 2 points, but now Dawn and Cart have 1 point. And whoever builds the best house in 10 minutes, according to our judge, will win 3 points.
3? Bro, pressure's on, man.
Alright, we need those 3 points, so for this challenge, I'm going to cheat using World Edit. We'll start by making a box, and we'll extend it out. Now let's give it some windows. Wait, why does the glass look weird? I don't think they'll notice, it's fine. Now we need to add a door. Alright, that looks good. Let's do the inside. We'll have a wood floor, and we'll put a pool on this side. Now we'll put some lights on the roof, and we'll make a bedroom. Let's put 2 beds right here, and we'll put some slabs beside it. Let's add a few furnaces, and a fridge as well. Now let's put a table, and we'll trap a villager. Let's put a couch in this corner, and I think that turned out pretty good. Now let's just make the top floor a bedroom. And honestly, we should win with this. Alright, your 10 minutes are up. We each have to give a tour of our house, and Cho will pick which one is the best.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a tour.
What even is this?
What is this?
You gotta get security checked by my agents here, Rob and Wes. Alright, you come in here amongst the trees, right? You have a beautiful sky view of my solar power energy, which is where I made my corporation's fortune off of to be able to afford a house like this. Since you're in the house, I'm assuming you all have something to pay respects to our Lord and Savior, the Blood Golem. Okay.
Come on, he doesn't deserve
There we go.
Respect at your own risk, but I wouldn't mess with the Blood Golem personally. No, you guys can leave. Please get your phones and keys from Agent West and Rob on your way out.
I genuinely don't know what I'm looking at, so maybe like 6 out of 10.
Alright, we'll do mine next. Yo, take your shoes off.
okay.
Take your shoes off.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Alright, we got a couch here. You come over here. There's a kitchen. And if you head over
Wait.
here...
Yo, who's this?
Oh, that's my microwave. We also got a pool.
Ooh.
No,
Is it infinity?
yeah, there's infinite water in here. Wait.
Oh.
Hey.
Wait, you didn't see anything.
Well, what's the views looking like? Cause I'm not seeing a waterfront or anything.
Oh, there we go. I like this.
Oh wait, it's a water slide.
Oh
too.
my god, wait.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the whole house.
If we're comparing it to the one I just saw, I'm gonna have to give it a 10.
So Cart literally needs to get an 11 out of 10 to win.
Alright, so welcome to my house.
Ooh,
As you can see, it's Japanese inspired.
What if I
So
do
here's
this?
the front door. Alright.
An open floor plan.
Yeah, there's no, open floor plan. So we come in here, it's supposed to be furniture, it's just on the way. And we come in here, we have the kitchen. Come in here, we have the bedroom. And then you have the nice little patio right here. And you can look at the nice bedrock wall right there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I can't lie, this place feels pretty cozy. I think the flooring is a
No,
lot
I mean,
better than
there's seaweed on the floor. Like, come on.
It's not
No,
seaweed,
no,
it's
no.
carpet. No.
Wait, what is that thing on the floor?
Hey,
This is Jeffrey. This is my friend right here.
It's dying.
Yo!
Yo!
what are you doing? You know, maybe I am feeling the openness of this room. You know what? I will give it the 11. It is
Wait,
What?
actually, This is
I
great.
literally
What do
use
you
World
mean?
Edit. Mine's so much better.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Whoa, what did you say?
Whoa.
What did you say?
Since Cart won the build challenge, Cart won with 4 points. The fastest time to get vines is 20 seconds by Camman, and I am going to beat that. Well, probably. Okay, we got an outpost. Let's go. Oh, but of course we got nothing. Oh, nice. We got one, but it's kind of far. No way. This is actually insane movement. This could be it. And there's iron? No way. Wait, oh my god. Is that it? Preston currently has the record for crafting all of these items with a time of 13.32 seconds. And it's not bad for first try. Okay, I'm not going to lie, that was not my first try, but my first try was too embarrassing to show. But as I kept crafting, I kept getting better and better until this happened. $12.99, that's it, let's go! Preston, you suck. Not actually, that's rude. The next record is the fastest time to find the heart of the sea, which is 1 minute and 32 seconds by Dom. I went through hundreds of worlds trying to beat this record, and with no luck, I decided to leave this one until later because there's no way I was finishing it right now. The fastest time to find a baby brown sheep is 50 seconds by Dom. Hey, I actually have an idea of how to beat this record. I'm gonna get wheat and then breed 2 sheep, so hopefully we get a brown sheep. I can see a brown sheep, this is good. Wait, come on. Please give me a brown sheep, 50% chance. Let's go! The fastest time to find a brown panda is 1 minute and 40 seconds, which is also by Dom. I probably went through 50 bamboo jungles before this run, and I was barely even able to find a regular panda in that time. I just don't understand where the pandas even are. This is a bamboo jungle, right? Wait, there's one. Wait, they're actually real, what? Oh my god, you actually have no idea how long this took. The most iron golems created in 1 minute is 38, and that's held by Preston. I thought this record was impossible. I kept getting 38 over and over again until this happened. Honestly, I have no idea what I was doing here, but I was able to beat the record and move on to the next one. The record for the most snow golems made in 1 minute is 95, which is held by Preston as well. I've been trained by years of jitter clicking for this. Okay, I have no idea how many I've done, but I definitely beat it already. 110 snow golems, that's the record. Back to records that are going to require more luck. This next record is really weird. I have to speedrun suffocating in a tree, and the current time is 1 minute and 24 seconds held by Mao. Eventually, I was able to get a sapling, and then I found a skeleton in the perfect place to grow a tree. The only problem was, I had no idea how to stay in the tree, but I decided this counts anyway because I technically suffocated. The fastest time to get iron tools is 1 minute and 54 seconds by Preston. Oh, there's a shipwreck there. Wait, what are the odds it has 0 iron and an empty map? Wait, I think there's actually enough. Alright, all I have to do now is not drown, and this is gonna be an easy record. The next record is the most consecutive 3-block jumps, which is 2,045 held by Dom. I have a feeling this record is going to be very boring. And while I am jumping, YouTube has been removing subs for over a month now, so if you think you are subscribed, please check, just in case. I'm so zoned out at this point that it's getting scary. Okay, last 3 jumps. Oh my god, that was so stressful. And I literally fell 5 jumps later. Imagine if I fell right before the end. The most blocks traveled in 1 minute is 17,000 blocks by Preston, but I have a strategy to beat that. Since anything goes for this record, I am going to use Soul Speed boots on top of Soul Soil instead of ice to go faster. I was going super fast with the Soul Speed, and even though I was on the grass for half the time, I still destroyed the record, traveling over 20,000 blocks. The fastest time to find a diamond is 20 seconds held by Preston. Oh, we got a village? Oh, never mind, it's just one of these ones. Wait, can these villages still have diamonds? Oh, there's a villager, please don't hit me. Wait, there's no way, I actually got it. It turns out the record was for a diamond and an emerald, so I have no idea if this is actually a record or not. Now we are going from diamonds to coal. The fastest time to mine coal ore is 24 seconds held by Mao. In Mao's record, he digs straight down and finds coal ore instantly, but I decided to find surface coal instead. Okay, it all comes down to this crafting. Oh my god, finally. The highest staircase built in 60 seconds is 74 blocks held by Dom. I'm actually excited to try this record because it seems kind of hard. It's close, but I don't think we got it. Okay, this one is feeling really fast so far. Yeah, 23 plus 60 equals 83, so that's the record. The fastest time to build a house is held by Preston in 1 minute and 10 seconds. Okay, there's sheep, that's good. To count as a house, it needs a door and a bed. It needs to be surrounded by wood. I think that's enough logs. Oh my god, I'm actually throwing. No way, I almost threw because of that crafting. The fastest time to find an enchanted golden apple is 33 seconds by Dom. Nice, we got an ice biome. Oh, there's a portal over there, though. Wait, no way. I honestly didn't even expect to beat this record. The most amethyst blocks placed in 1 minute is 409, held by Dom. I don't know if I like this sound or not. I ended up clicking so hard that I placed 465 amethyst blocks in 1 minute, beating the current record. The furthest pig shot in Minecraft is 242 blocks held by Dom. Okay, the pigs should be 243 blocks away. I'm not sure. I might have messed it up, not gonna lie. Come on, this should be the one. Let's go. Now I have attempted all the records, but there's still one record left to beat. Okay, what is this thing over here? Can it have a chest? Wait, it actually has what I need. Also, the treasure isn't that far. If I get a boat, I can definitely make it. But wait, we still have so much time. Okay, I didn't notice the timer didn't record until now. I guess that doesn't look that good for me, but I promise I didn't cheat. Okay, the treasure should be right here. I just gotta find 99. And there it is, that's every record complete. I am going to make it harder by playing 5 of the hardest seeds with the goal of beating at least one of them in under an hour. And obviously I'm not a speedrunner, so 1 hour, that's good for me. The first seed literally spawned me suffocating inside of a wall, and to make things worse, I was almost 40 blocks below the surface. This forced me to staircase with my fist for almost 10 minutes before reaching the surface. I made it to the surface and I started punching trees, but then I realized I have another problem, my hunger bar. I was stuck inside a Badlands biome where it's almost impossible to get food, and to make things worse, it was going to be nighttime soon and I was about to run out of sprint. Eventually I managed to find a plains biome and I killed a few chickens. I then tried to remember how much iron you need to go to the nether and started searching for lava to make a portal. I found lava and made a terrible attempt at the speedrun portal, and then I went to the nether. By now it was almost 20 minutes into the run, which means the world record would have finished twice now. But I still had 40 minutes, which is plenty of time. I think. I got a nether spawn that fit this seed perfectly, but luckily I had enough blocks to bridge across. I made it to land where I got attacked by a piglin, so I made gold boots, which makes me one of them. I traveled a little bit more where I found the nether fortress, but I was too scared to enter the fortress without fire resistance, so I just wrote down the coords. It turns out I wasn't too scared to enter the fortress about 2 seconds later, and I started fighting blazes. At first I was doing good, but shortly after I became scared of the blazes again, but regardless, I was able to leave with 7 blaze rods just to be safe. I then set out to find a bastion, which turns out to be very hard if you don't know how to bastion X-ray. Eventually I had found 3 fortresses and still no bastion, so I just gave up. Wait, you thought I would give up? No, I actually just died and didn't want to go back and get my stuff. Now I had 4 seeds left, and the next seed spawns you on a single block in the middle of the ocean. Luckily there was a shipwreck nearby, so I got some iron and forgot how to breathe. I went back down one more time to try to get wood and almost drowned again, so I swam over to some land and found some trees not too far away. I then found a lava pool and messed up the speedrun portal again. I made it to the nether just before 5 minutes and things were looking good. For a few seconds. I managed to make it back to the nether a few minutes later, so I went to go grab my stuff. It seems I forgot that items burn in lava though, so I went back to the overworld. Things were already looking bad as I was back in the nether just after 10 minutes, leaving me just under 50 minutes to beat the game. I crafted my piglin morph, made an iron pickaxe, and then I attempted bastion X-ray. Unfortunately I found a fortress instead, and then I got assaulted by a giant pig. Now I was missing hearts, meaning I needed to find food fast. Thanks guys. I found some actual food, and then I decided to go fight blazes, which wasn't a good idea. I walked around for almost 5 minutes until I found enough mushrooms to restore my hunger. You're probably wondering what happened for the next 10 minutes, and honestly I'm not too sure. Eventually I started killing endermen and got the rest of the blaze rods I needed to go to the end. The problem was I only had 5 minutes left to get to the stronghold and kill the ender dragon, so I had to go fast. Unfortunately, I had exceeded the time limit, meaning I had failed once again, but I decided to find the stronghold anyway. It didn't matter though, because I had 3 eyes break on the way there, so I couldn't even fill the portal. That means I had 2 seeds failed and 3 left to go. This time I spawned directly inside an ocean with no land in any direction. I found a shipwreck again, and I found a ton of iron and even a diamond. This time there was an air pocket, so I was able to make my tools without drowning. This run was looking good so far, so you're probably wondering how I will mess it up. I thought it was a good idea to try to get the gold blocks inside of an ocean monument. Now I not only had to go to the nether, but I had to find a cow to get rid of this mining fatigue first. It took me almost 5 minutes to find a cow, meaning I had already wasted over 1/10 of my time and I was nowhere near entering the nether. After collecting a few things, it was now 11 minutes and I decided to dig down to find lava. 3 minutes later, I was at a lava pool and I made an amazing portal again. I was finally in the nether over a quarter of the way into the run, and I tried to bastion X-ray again. I was led to another fortress though, so I fought blazes again. I got too confident though, and the blazes killed me, meaning I had to travel thousands of blocks back to my portal. So I quit the world and moved on to the next seed, but now things were getting bad because I only had 2 seeds left to beat and the next one was not looking good. This is Minecraft's impossible seed, and it gets that name for a reason. There are ways to survive this seed, but for some reason I thought I was a genius that could find his own way out. I was wrong, and upon looking in replays I realized that it is literally impossible without you subscribing. Subscribe right now and I will beat the seed. No, I actually meant impossible without glitches, which meant that I was on my final seed, so I had to beat the seed in under an hour or else I will have failed. Luckily, the final seed wasn't as hard. Supposedly, I was surrounded in a desert that went on for thousands of blocks. This seemed to be the case, but I was fortunately able to find a village with a savanna right beside it where I could get wood. Thanks to the village, I was able to get food and beds, so I was looking really good. The only problem was I needed 3 more iron before I went to the nether. I was easily able to solve this problem though, because I saw another village on my way to the lava pool. So I killed the village bodyguard, and now I had 9 iron ingots. I made my tools and went back to the lava pool where I successfully made a portal for the first time this video. Even though my nether entry was worse than the second seed, I still felt like I had plenty of time to complete this run, so hopefully that holds up. I turned my FOV to 30 and scanned for bastions, except this time I was actually able to find one instead of a fortress. The problem now was getting to the bastion because the nether isn't exactly known for its terrain. I bullied a ghast, and then I started slow bridging to an island because this time I had to be careful. I finally found a way down the bastion, and I made sure to stay as far away from the piglin brutes as possible. I have no idea how to route a bastion, especially hoglin stables, so it took me forever to figure out where the gold was. I had a close encounter with a piglin brute, and then I got really lucky with a few trades with this random piglin. Not too lucky though, so I went to find the rest of the gold. I mined the rest of the gold and then traded in the most painful way possible with a single piglin. This was definitely not a smart move during a speedrun, and I ended up wasting a ton of time, but I was able to get more than enough pearls, so I left to find the fortress. Luckily there's a fortress not too far away, meaning this run was still looking possible. I managed to find a double blaze spawner, so I was able to get my blaze rods relatively fast, leaving with 2 extra, which is better than 1. The problem now was that I didn't have enough obsidian to build a new portal, so I had to go back to 0-0 and try to find my old portal. I probably should have wrote down the coords, but I ended up finding the portal pretty easily, and I was back in the overworld by 35 minutes. This left me 25 minutes with 2 things left to do: make it to the end and kill the ender dragon. Simple. After traveling over 1,000 blocks, I was able to find the stronghold chunk, and all that was left to do was find the portal. Finding the portal turned out to be way harder than I expected, and I almost died to mobs twice. After my encounter, I was able to find the portal, and I walked into the end. Now I had just under 14 minutes to kill the ender dragon, and I brought beds, so this was going to be easy. I know you probably thought something was going to happen, but I ended up killing the dragon with the beds and beat the game with a time of 48 minutes and 21 seconds. Absolutely terrible time, honestly, but I did it, so that's it, I guess. I don't have an outro. This is a giant slime statue, and inside of it is one of the hardest prisons, which I am going to be attempting to escape. I spawned inside of a bedrock room with a sign that said the rules. No breaking signs. I walked out into another room, and I saw a crafting table and a hopper. I opened the hopper, and there was 8 iron inside. I looked up, and there was a button on the roof, as well as a 1-block gap, which I assumed was the exit to this room. The problem was, I didn't know how to fit through the 1-block gap with only 8 iron ingots. I grabbed the crafting table and placed it so that I could look through the gap, but I found nothing. It wasn't until I checked my crafts that I realized what I needed to do. I needed to make 2 iron trapdoors, one to build up and the other to push me through the gap. So I placed the trapdoors, and after a few tries, I made it to the other side. In the next room, there's a 5-block gap with a pit of lava under it, and there were ice blocks below my feet. These ice blocks were packed ice though, so I could not break them for water. Normally this would be a problem because you can't make a 5-block jump in Minecraft. But if I get a running start and spam my spacebar, I am actually able to make the jump because there is ice. I made it into the next room, and there's a crafting table on the floor and an item frame with a slime block on the wall. There was another room that I was safe to drop into, which had more slime balls on the wall. So I collected all the slime balls, and now I had 8 slime balls and 8 item frames. There was a bedrock block in the middle of the floor, and I was pretty sure I needed to place a slime block on it to bounce to the next room. But I still needed 1 more slime ball to make a slime block. I looked around the room and found nothing, but then I decided to break the crafting table, and the last slime ball was under it. So I put the crafting table back, and I crafted the slime block. Now I could place the slime block on top of the bedrock block and jump to the next room. In the next room, I found 2 item frames with a red and brown mushroom in them. There was also a slab and a deep slate block that was probably meant to blend in with the bedrock. So I broke the deep slate block, and underneath it was a hopper that contained a bowl. I also tried breaking the slab, but there was nothing under it, so I put it back. I needed to make a 1.5 block jump, but the only thing I could craft was mushroom soup, so I had to be missing something. I looked around, and eventually I found another deep slate block hiding in the bedrock. So I broke the deep slate, and above it was a cornflower. I now knew exactly what to craft. I crafted a suspicious stew, and because I used a cornflower, the stew would give me jump boost. This jump boost would allow me to make a 1.5 block jump into the next room. Inside of the next room, there was a long hole in the ground as well as a stone block in an item frame with a sign pointing towards it. There was another stone above me as well, so I grabbed the stone and dropped into the room. I collected the other stone and then checked the hole for anything else. Inside of the hole there was a crafting table and another stone, so I collected that too. I needed to make it up this wall, but 3 stone blocks definitely wouldn't be enough. So I checked the crafting table and saw that I could make 6 stone slabs, which would be better. After I made the slabs, I went to the sign that I saw earlier, assuming that was where I needed to build up. I built up and I was still short a few blocks, but I looked in F5 and saw a wooden pressure plate at the top. I realized that from where I was standing, I could throw one of the item frames on the pressure plate to activate it. So I activated the pressure plate and water came out, allowing me to swim out. In this part of the room there was nothing except for a hole in the roof, which was the exit. I was confused until I realized I could swim through the water to break the piston. Behind the piston there was a barrel that contained a slime block and that was it. So I went back into the room and now I had a piston and a slime block. If I placed the slime block on top of the piston and stood on it, I could boost myself up to the room, but the problem was I still needed to activate the piston. Luckily, I could break the pressure plate from before and I could throw an item frame on it to activate the piston and boost me to the next room. Inside of this room, there was a furnace in the corner, a hole with 3 beehives in it, a hopper on the roof, and a massive hole covered in signs. I opened the hopper first and inside of it was 6 blocks of sand. Unfortunately, these would be of no use to get down the hole, so I had to keep looking. There was nothing else in this room though, so I decided to break the hopper. Behind the hopper there was an item frame with coal in it, so I was pretty sure I had to smelt the sand. So I used the furnace to smelt the sand and I was left with 6 glass. This still didn't give me a way to get down the hole though, so I decided to break the furnace because I didn't need it anymore. Behind the furnace there was a crafting table and I could only make 2 things. I remembered there were still beehives in the hole, so I made bottles to collect the honey. If I collected the honey, I can make a honey block, which would allow me to take less fall damage dropping down. So I collected the honey, but I only had 3 bottles and I needed 4 to make a block of honey. Luckily there was another beehive hidden underneath and I was able to make the honey block. So I dropped down and landed the clutch, making it to the next room. There was a 2-block jump to get to the next part of the room, so I had to use my honey block to get up. I thought I was stuck, but I remembered that I needed to crouch to the very edge of the block to be able to jump. Inside of the next room there was lava flowing from the roof as well as a second area with bamboo in it. I looked up and also ended up finding a fire resistance arrow, so I grabbed that. Before I dropped into the next part of the room, I clicked the lava to see if anything was behind it and I found a hopper with a crafting table. Now I was sure there was nothing left at the top, so I dropped down into another part of the room. I broke the dirt holding up the bamboo and I found a hopper underneath it with 3 string inside of it. Now I was able to craft a bow which would allow me to use the fire resistance arrow to go inside the lava. I tried to get back up, but I didn't have enough blocks. That was when I realized there was another deep slate block, so I broke it and there was another piece of dirt behind it. Now I was able to get back to the top part and I shot myself with the fire resistance arrow. I swam down the lava first and there was a room with a hopper that contained 12 string. I swam up to the top of the lava and there was a room, but I was trapped in the lava by a bedrock block above me. There was a chest I could reach though, so I opened it and found 3 wood planks. There was also a crafting table and I knew exactly what to do. Just like in my last video, I needed to make a bed and sleep in it to get through the hole. So I made the bed and placed it in the room, but it was still daytime, so I was unable to sleep. I realized it didn't matter though because the bed set my spawn point, so I just had to wait for the fire resistance to run out and swim in the lava until I died. I threw my items into the room so I didn't lose them, and I let myself die in the lava and respawned in the next room. I collected the chest and the crafting table, and I used them to build up to the next part of this room. I walked down this hallway, and I saw a sign that said over 98% of you are not subscribed, which is better than last time, but it still isn't 0%, so please subscribe. At the end of the hallway, there was a giant drop down into another room that I would definitely die from. It was fine though, because I still had my bed, which I could use to negate some of the fall damage. The only thing in the next room was a rabbit's foot in an item frame and a 2-block jump to another room. I could see targets in the other room, but I didn't have any arrows to shoot them. I looked around the room and I ended up finding a secret hopper with a blaze powder and a nether wart inside. Now I was pretty sure I needed to make a potion, but I was missing a brewing stand. I thought I had looked everywhere, but then I placed the bed under my feet to get a better look into the next room and saw a brewing stand hiding in the corner. So I used the brewing stand to make a potion of leaping, and because I was standing on the bed, I was able to jump into the next room because it was only a 1.5 block jump. In this room, I found a slime block in the corner, and in front of me there was a big lava pit that I couldn't get across. There were a couple of targets on the roof, but I didn't have any projectiles to hit them with. I saw a hidden hopper across from me, so I checked if there was one on my side, and sure enough there was. The hopper contained 2 arrows, and now I could use them to shoot the targets. The targets dropped 2 sand blocks into the lava, and I could use them to parkour across the lava. I made it to the other side and opened the hopper, finding an ender pearl. I went to the end of the hallway and there was 2 ladders and that was it. The only thing I could do here was pearl glitch, so I threw my pearl and I was teleported to another room. There was another slime ball in an item frame, so I took that, and in front of me there was an elevator to the next room. This room had lava falling from the roof, a single block of ice in the floor, 4 beehives with honey forming a staircase, and another part of the room higher up. I checked inside of the lava, and like usual there was a hopper hidden underneath with 4 string and 2 iron ingots. With 4 string and 4 beehives, I realized I could make candles to melt the ice, but I still needed honeycombs to craft candles, and all I had were beehives. But then I remembered I had 2 iron and I could make shears. Shears would allow me to collect the honeycombs from the beehives. So I made shears and collected the honeycombs. After that, I crafted 4 candles and placed them on top of the ice block. I waited for the ice to melt, but then I realized I still had to light the candles for that to happen. I had nothing in my inventory to light the candles, but there was still one part of the room I hadn't checked. I used F5 and I could see there was a hopper in this part of the room, but it was still too high up for me to reach. Luckily, I still had honeycombs left over and I could make 2 honeycomb blocks to complete the staircase. When I got up, I found another slime ball in an item frame, and I checked the hopper and I found an arrow. This might seem useless, but I can actually shoot the arrow through the lava to set it on fire and light the candles, so I lit the candles and waited, and eventually the ice melted. I swam down the water and I made it into a small cave-like room. I was trapped by a bedrock block above my head and I could see nothing except for a piston with a slime block on top and an observer beside it. This was until I noticed water particles coming from the ceiling. I crouched forward and ended up finding a deep slate block, so I broke it. Behind the block there was water and I could now swim out of the hole. There was a hole above the slime block, but it was too high up to reach. I went back to check the water and I found another slime ball in an item frame on the way. I swam up the water and there was a small hole with a hopper inside that had 2 nether wart and 2 nether bricks. I went back to the slime block and thought I was missing something, but I checked my inventory and saw that I could craft red nether bricks. I placed the red nether bricks in front of the observer and I was launched into the next room. I immediately saw a hopper in the floor and I checked it and found 2 moss blocks. In front of me there was a 4 block high wall with a fence at the bottom. 2 moss blocks was not enough to climb up the 4 blocks, and I couldn't jump on top of the fence because it's too high. So I turned the moss blocks into moss carpets and now I was able to climb up. The next part of the room had a taller wall I had to climb and a crafting table in the corner. I was also able to see a few pistons holding up water in the roof. I checked behind the crafting table, but there was nothing, so I placed it back down. I found a hole in the corner with water at the bottom, so I dropped down. Inside of the hole there was another room and I found a bunch of dead bushes and blocks of sand. So I broke it all and I was left with 8 sticks and 15 sand. I was about to build back up, but I noticed there was another part of this room that I could build up to. So I built up to the next part of the room and there was another item frame with a slime ball as well as a hopper that contained 2 steak and a stone block. There was nothing else up there though, so I went back to the bottom and built up to the main room. Luckily 15 sand was exactly enough to make it back up, and I went back to the crafting table and used the 8 sticks I got to make ladders. I used the ladders to make it up the wall to the top of the room. There was a hopper with a sign pointing at it, so I checked the hopper and it had an iron pickaxe in it. I took the pickaxe and broke the hopper to see if there was anything underneath. Underneath the hopper there was nothing, so now I was kind of confused until I remembered the pistons I saw earlier. The reason this was important was because I could make a lever to activate the pistons. But the problem was I didn't know where to place it, so I tried the obvious, which was under the sign with an arrow pointing down. To my surprise, it worked and water dropped down from the roof, so I climbed up the water and made it to another room. In the next room there were some walls that I couldn't climb up and another piston with a slime block on top. I found another slime ball in the corner and that was it. I looked around and ended up finding a couple of wood buttons near the roof. I still had 1 arrow, so I decided to shoot the buttons to see what happened. It ended up activating the piston underneath me and I was boosted to the next part of the room. In this part of the room, there was only a block of dirt, and I needed to make it up 4 blocks. I tried building up with the items I had, but it was impossible. That was until I remembered I can break the block underneath candles, and they stay floating. So I made a staircase out of the candles, and I climbed up the wall to another part of the room. In this part of the room, there were some leaves in the corner, and I had to cross a 2-block high gap to get to the next room. I could use the hopper I had from earlier, but I still had shears, so I decided to shear the leaves to build up instead. In the last part of the room, there was a sign with arrows and a pit of snow. There was a 5-block jump to the exit, and I was able to cross this with the hopper in my inventory. But I saw a block of powdered snow in the middle of the hole, so I decided to drop down in case there was something important. I broke the powdered snow, and there was a hopper underneath it. The hopper had a diamond shovel inside of it, and that was it. So I collected the snow and built back up and just built to the last part of the room. I found another slime ball in the corner, and there was a hopper that I couldn't reach, but I was able to reach it when I crouched, and there was a levitation arrow in the hopper. I looked up and I saw a hole in the roof, so I shot myself with the levitation arrow and floated up to another room. In this room, there was a hopper on the roof. I opened it and it had 12 sand in it. There was another slime ball in an item frame and a furnace and a crafting table at the end. I looked up and there was a big hole, but I only had 12 sand, so I wouldn't be able to get to the top. I knew I was missing something, so I tried breaking the hopper, but I found nothing. I broke the crafting table as well, and behind it there was a dried kelp block. This might seem useless, but a dried kelp block can actually be used to smelt all 12 of the sand blocks. So I turned all of the sand into glass, and now I was left with 12 glass blocks, which still isn't enough to get to the top, but I can actually turn those blocks into 32 glass panes. 32 glass panes looks like it is enough to get up the hole, so I tried building up and it was just enough to make it to the ladders. I was in a room full of lime wool and I tried to break out of it, but everything was covered in barriers. I looked down and there were 2 bedrock blocks that were positioned kind of like the ones from the room I did earlier. There was a sign that said, "I hope you have them all," and another slime ball in an item frame. I picked up the slime ball and now I had 9 slime balls and I knew what to do. I crafted a slime block, lined myself up, and jumped, placing the slime block underneath my feet. I made it to the exit, and there was a big drop that I wouldn't survive. Luckily, there was an elytra and a firework rocket on the walls, so I took those and I escaped the prison. This is a giant dragon egg, and inside of it is one of the hardest prisons, which I am going to be attempting to escape. I spawned inside of a small bedrock box, so like usual, I looked in F5. I saw a popped chorus fruit in an item frame that was out of my reach, and eventually I found a hopper on the floor. I jumped and I could barely see the hopper, so I opened it and there was an ender pearl inside. I used the ender pearl to escape the box and collected the popped chorus fruit from the item frame. I was in another bigger room with an entrance to another room that I needed at least 4 blocks to get up to. There was another hopper on the ground and I opened it and I got a water bottle and that was it. There was nothing else in this room, so I started breaking the hoppers to see if there was anything behind them. There was nothing beyond the first one, but beyond the second one there's a hole, and inside of that hole there was another hopper. I opened the hopper and there were 2 blaze rods, and now I knew how to make it up to the next room. I crafted 4 end rods using the popped chorus fruit and a blaze rod, and that was just enough blocks to make it up. In the next room, there's a bunch of quartz ore in the corner and a hole in the top corner leading to another room. There was also a hopper in the corner that had 1 coal and 1 gunpowder inside of it. I looked around and ended up finding a block of TNT hidden in the roof, but that was all I could find. I needed 3 blocks to get up to the room, but I only had 1, which was the TNT. I knew that I needed to do something with the quartz, but if I broke them with my fist, they wouldn't drop anything. That was when I realized I could use the TNT to blow them up, and I would have them drop the quartz. But the problem was, I still needed something to light the TNT, and none of the items I have would do that. That was until I noticed I actually have enough materials to craft a fire charge. I just needed to turn the blaze rods into blaze powder, and then I was able to make 3 fire charges using the gunpowder and coal. So I lit the TNT and went behind the wall to make sure I didn't take any damage. Then I went back into the room and picked up 14 quartz, and now with these quartz I could make 3 quartz blocks, allowing me to build up to the next room. In the next room, I collected an item frame with a phantom membrane, and there was also a hopper with 5 nether wart. I saw there was a huge drop down to another room, but it was way too far to survive. I needed a way to get down, and I assumed I needed to make a slow falling potion with the items I had, but I was missing a brewing stand. So I went back and checked beyond the hoppers in case I missed something, but there was nothing behind them. Now I was confused, so I took another look down the hole, and that was when I found a brewing stand hiding on the side. So I made an awkward potion, and then added the phantom membrane to make a slow falling potion. Then I drank the potion, and I glided down to the next room. In the next room, I walked over 2 pressure plates that actually took my potion effect away, and there was nothing in this room except for an oak log. But the oak log was all I needed to get to the next part though, so I made 4 oak planks and used them to build up. In the next part of this room, there's a huge pool of lava leading to an opening on the other side. There was also 2 dispensers really high up in the roof, and a hole with a crafting table and a pressure plate that I assumed I needed to activate. The problem was I had nothing to activate the pressure plate, so I checked in the crafting table for any crafts, but there was nothing of any use. There was nothing else in this room though, so I had to check other places. First I checked beyond the lava to see if anything was there, and I actually found a hopper with a warped fungus inside of it. This still wouldn't let me activate the pressure plate though, so I still had to be missing something. So I decided to check the previous part of the room because it was oddly empty. And when I did that, I ran into a floating piece of string, so I checked around and ended up finding one more, and now I knew what to do. I went back to the crafting table and I made a fishing rod. Now that I had a fishing rod, I could use it to activate the pressure plate, and when I activated the pressure plate, a strider came down from the roof as well as a saddle. So I placed the saddle on the strider and crafted a warped fungus on a stick to guide the strider to the other side of the lava. This next part was incredibly difficult and I probably needed jump boost to complete it. In the next room, there's a 1-block gap at the bottom of a wall that was blocking off another room. I also found a crafting table in one corner and a chest in the other. I went to open the chest, but I found that I couldn't open it because there was bedrock on top of it, so I broke it instead. The chest dropped 35 iron nuggets and that was it. So I went to the crafting table and checked what I could make, but none of the items would help me go under the wall. I needed 1 more iron nugget to make an iron trapdoor, but I didn't know where to get the last nugget. But that was when I realized there was actually another chest that I could open, and that chest had a piece of steak, an iron helmet, and a stone button in it. But none of these items would help me get under the wall, so I was still missing something. I looked around the room one more time, and I realized I could break the crafting table to see if anything was behind it. There was actually a furnace behind the crafting table, and now I knew what to do. I could smelt the iron helmet and get 1 more iron nugget. But now I needed something to smelt the helmet, and my only options were the chest and the crafting table since the steak would not be enough fuel. So I decided to use the chest because I would need the crafting table to make the iron ingot anyway. After it was done smelting, I grabbed the iron nugget and made the last iron ingot, and now I was able to craft an iron trapdoor. I placed the iron trapdoor with the button beside it, grabbed my crafting table, and crawled underneath to the next room. In the next room, there was an entrance to another room that was 3 blocks up, and it looked like it could be the exit because I could see the sky. So I looked around and found a chest with 5 nether wart in it, and that was it. So I picked up the 2 chests in this room, and I actually noticed that one of them was a trap chest. Now I had enough blocks to make it to the next room, but I decided to make a nether wart block with the 9 nether wart, and I used that instead of the trap chest because it will most likely be used in another room. Now I was in another room, and I thought I had escaped, but it turns out there was barrier blocks in the way, and I could not escape. There was a block of ice on the floor, and that was it, and it looked like there was a massive fall underneath, and I had to find a way to melt it. At first I thought this would be easy, and I used a fire charge to set the ice on fire, and waited, but that actually didn't work. So I needed another way to create a light source, and I was confused until I found the secret opening in the barrier blocks. In the secret opening, there was a chest, and inside of it there was 4 candles, so I placed the candles on top of the ice and lit them using my last fire charge. Eventually, the ice melted, and I made it down to a weird room where there was a crafting table in the middle with a sign above it that said 3rd sign. There was also a platform in the corner with a hole in the roof above it, and that was way out of my reach. Finally, there was a wall with paintings back where I entered from, so I first decided to check beyond the paintings, and I ended up finding a secret room. Inside of the secret room, there was a furnace, and it contained 3 raw copper, and I decided to use the 2 signs on the wall to smelt the copper. I went back and broke the sign that said 3rd sign, and I used that to cook the final piece of copper. Now that I had 3 raw copper, I was able to craft a lightning rod, and I used it to climb up to the platform. When I made it to the top of the platform, I checked the hole, and there was a hopper that contained a totem of undying. That was all that was left in the room though, so I decided to start checking behind things. I checked behind the paintings and I found nothing else, but when I broke the crafting table, there was a trail of redstone with a sign above it that said activate here. So I broke the trap chest and placed the chest under the sign and then opened the chest to activate the redstone. The redstone ended up removing 2 of the bedrock blocks on the right wall, and there was another room with a massive drop to an end portal. The end portal was not finished though, so I still needed an Eye of the Ender to go to the end. So I looked around the room and I found a hopper right above me that contained the eye. Now I was able to drop all the way down because of my totem, and I activated the portal to go to the end. When I made it to the end, I spawned on a platform with a huge structure above it, and I walked forward and had all my items removed by a command block. So I broke the pressure plate so that didn't happen again, and I walked to the end of the platform. There was flowing lava which probably led to the structure above, and I clicked behind it and found a glass bottle and a blaze rod. I also found a slime ball hidden at the end of the platform, and that gave me half the items to make a fire resistance potion. So I looked around some more, and eventually I found a hidden brewing stand and a sign that said subscribe, which reminds me that over 96% of you are still not subscribed, so if you are in that group, please subscribe. I opened the brewing stand and there was nether wart in it, so now I was just missing water to make a potion. I looked everywhere for water, and I thought I was missing something, but then I found the water source hidden off the edge of the platform. So I made a really risky jump and filled my water bottle and then went back to the brewing stand. I made a magma cream with the slime ball, and I made one fire resistance potion, and now I would be able to climb up the lava. So I drank the fire resistance and swam up the lava, and when I made it to the top, I was in another room which had 4 popped chorus fruits hidden in different areas. I used the chorus fruits to make 4 purple blocks, and I used those to climb up to the other part of the room. This room was a giant platform, and there were 2 observers in it as well as 2 rooms on the side that I didn't have enough blocks to climb up to. So I decided to look around the edge, and I found a dropper which contained 1 piece of bedrock and an end crystal in it. I used the bedrock to finish a staircase to one of the rooms, and inside of this room there's a hopper with 2 different types of logs and an oak plank in it. There was also a space I had to crawl under. So I made a crafting table and crafted a boat and then used it to go under the wall. On the other side of the wall there was another hopper with a piston, a slime ball, and 4 honey blocks, and now I knew where this was going. Now that I had a few blocks, I used them to build up to the other side of the room, and inside of it there was a bunch of iron ore. I knew this iron ore was put there for a reason though, so instead of breaking it, I used the end crystal to break it so that raw iron would drop. The explosion revealed another room behind the iron, and this room had a furnace inside of it that contained 8 sticks. So I decided to smelt the 3 iron. 3 iron would be the perfect amount because it would leave me with enough sticks to make a pickaxe, and I could use the pickaxe to break the observers in the main room. The reason I would want to break the observers is because I have almost everything to make a flying machine, but the observers are one of the things I'm missing. So I smelted the iron, and while doing that I noticed something weird. The iron was immediately disappearing after it smelted, so that meant there was a hopper behind it. So once I was done smelting, I broke the furnace, and sure enough there was a hopper which contained the last items I needed to make a flying machine. So I crafted my pistons into sticky pistons, made a pickaxe and broke the observers, and then I made a flying machine. After that I activated the flying machine and flew to the end island. And on the end island there was a giant dragon egg, and inside of it was the exit to the overworld. So I went through the portal, and that was it. I had escaped the end prison in Minecraft. This is a giant furnace, and inside of it is a bedrock prison which I am going to try to escape. I spawned in a small room with a hopper and a furnace covered in amethyst buds. I broke the amethyst buds and I got 4 amethyst shards. There was an entrance to a room in the roof and another room beside me through a window. I used the ice to swim through the window into the other room, and I picked up 2 string and 2 tripwire hooks. I looked around and found a dropper with oak stairs and 2 honeycombs inside of it. I also noticed a hopper at the top of the room, so I built up, and inside of it was glowstone dust. I could see sand on top of the hopper, so I mined it and the sand fell down. I collected all the blocks in the room and went back to the main room. I was now able to climb through the hole in the roof, and through the hole I found a chest with a netherite axe and a blaze rod. I mined the chest and built up to this area with an iron door. There was another room above this, and I was able to jump and get a gold ingot from the furnace. There was also a brewing stand in this room, and I jumped and grabbed nether wart from it as well. At this point I didn't know how to get into that room, so I went back to the other room. I saw 2 different holes in the roof, so I decided to try to build into those. I crafted candles and an amethyst block, which just barely gives me enough blocks to make it to the first room. In this room there was a dispenser with jump boost pots, gunpowder, and a fermented spider eye inside it. I also could see another hole in the roof and a hole in the floor with a villager standing on a pressure plate. I used my blocks to build up to the other room, and I found a shulker box with 3 glass bottles in it. So I collected the shulker box and all my other blocks, and I headed back to the room with the iron door. I was considering breaking the iron door, but then I realized the chest I had was actually a trap chest, so I could use it to power the door. In this room there's a furnace, a melon, and a brewing stand, so I broke the melon and realized I probably had to make a harming potion to throw at the villager. I had no idea how to make a harming potion, but I guessed and I managed to get it. I ended up using the harming potion on the villager, and it didn't die, which I thought was a problem. I decided to restart the run because I thought I messed it up by only using 1 harming potion, but it turns out I only needed 1 anyway. Hitting the villager with the potion gave me a shulker box, and I used that shulker box plus the jump boost to climb up to the next room. In this room I found a chest with 2 cobwebs, 4 sticks, and 1 iron ingot. There was a target on the wall and a piece of redstone beside it. There was also another room on my right with water across from it and a hole that went pretty far down below me. I decided to just drop down, and I saw a little hole in the left as well as another drop even further down. I tried to jump into the hole, but I messed up and fell all the way down. I found a few note blocks in the wall, and when I clicked them, a secret door opened. I found a feather on the wall, an empty dispenser, and a pumpkin on the roof. I broke the pumpkin and found there was another room above this one. I mined the note blocks and I found a few pistons behind them, so I mined those and also mined a piston and a pressure plate in the hole I missed the jump to. I used these blocks to build up through the hole in the pumpkin room and found 2 raw iron blocks leading to an entrance. I had no way to climb up these blocks, so I decided to head back to the main room. I climbed up to where the water was and realized I could place my cobwebs in it to make string. So I went back to where the target was and had a choice of crafting a fishing rod or a crossbow. Since I had no arrows, I chose the fishing rod, which ended up being a mistake. It turns out there was supposed to be flint in the chest in this part of the map, but it wasn't there. So I had to restart again and made my way back to the room. This time I had a slightly different strategy. I had used a few less blocks in the room before, giving me more blocks to work with. I also used the blocks to make the water flow all the way down so I didn't have to build back up to the main room. Once I was done that, I continued like before, but this time I made a crossbow instead. I shot the target and heard a dispenser in the other room, so I collected my stuff and went to find the dispenser. I found the dispenser in the pumpkin room and it contained shears. Next I built up through the hole in the roof back to the room with the raw iron blocks. I was able to build up to the entrance using the 3 blocks in my inventory and found 4 blocks of iron and a door. There was also a hole in the roof which went to another room. So I broke the door and went back out the room. I collected my blocks and used the door to build back up to the room so I could grab a sticky piston. I brought the sticky piston because I had a wooden pressure plate and I could use the piston to rearrange the iron blocks. So I rearranged the blocks into the shape of an iron golem and then I left the room and grabbed my pumpkin and placed it on the head to spawn the iron golem. I killed the iron golem and it dropped 3 iron ingots which I was now able to use to craft a bucket. So I crafted a bucket and then I ran back to the main room with the water and filled my bucket with water. I was now able to climb back into the golem room with the bucket and then I climbed through the hole in the roof where there was a button which teleported me to a new room. I lost all of my items and I was in a room with a door and a dispenser. I broke the door and found an egg and a piece of string in the dispenser. I then used the door to climb up the wall to another room. This room had a piece of sand with a sea pickle on top of it and a floating fence gate. I rearranged these blocks so I could climb the next wall to another room. This time there was 2 dispensers, a hopper, a redstone comparator, and an iron trapdoor. The dispensers had a health pot and a stick in them, and I activated the comparator with the hopper, which activated the iron trapdoor so I could climb the next wall. In the next room there was a composter, a beehive, and a pumpkin. I noticed the beehive had honey in it, so I drank the health pot so I could collect the honey. I then broke the pumpkin and made pumpkin pie, which I used to make bone meal in the composter. The reason I made the bone meal was because there was a moss block over the next wall which could be used to make more moss blocks with the bone meal. I used 3 moss blocks to climb in a new room with a ton of stuff in it. There was a piston, a slime block, a hay bale, a comparator, and an observer. The next room was too high for me to reach, so I used the piston and slime block to make a launch pad powered by the observer. When I got up, I found a dispenser with 6 blaze rods and a slime block which I broke. There was also a target in the wall with an unlit redstone lamp above it. There was another room on the left, so I used my blocks to climb up. There was an iron door maze on the other side, and when I crossed it I found a hopper with a crafting table, a stick, and a piece of string. There was another room on the right, so I climbed up there and found another room with lava and a cobblestone wall. I checked the lava and there was nothing under it, so I went back to the main room and figured out how to craft more blocks. It turns out I didn't need the blocks though, and I was able to get over the wall by setting myself on fire and jumping. I made it over the wall and found a furnace with a popped chorus fruit inside of it, and I made end rods so I could climb another wall. Over the wall there was a big room with a brewing stand, a hopper, and a donkey behind some fences. I could also see a half-full cauldron, and when I dropped down I found 3 furnaces containing 4 popped chorus fruit, 9 kelp, and 2 raw iron. The donkey had a backpack with 1 stick and 1 string inside of it, and the hopper contained 1 nether wart. I saw a dispenser in the roof and I was unable to reach it, so I killed the donkey for its chest, but the dispenser was still out of my reach. I then used some weird recipes to craft 8 purple slabs, and I went back to the other room with the target. I crafted a fishing rod which I was able to use to hit the target, and when I hit it nothing happened in this room. So I went back to the other room and now there was lava falling from the roof. I had everything to make a fire resistance potion, so I used a few blocks to parkour to the brewing stand and made the potion. I drank it and I climbed the lava where I took the bucket and filled it with the lava from the dispenser. I then broke my blocks and used purple slabs instead since I could break the blocks I used before, and then I parkoured to the next room. There was a staircase which led down to a room with a 3-block high wall that had a strider on top of it. I used my saddle from earlier to climb onto the strider and I fell into another room. There was a furnace and 3 clay blocks in this room, but before I did anything I went back to kill the strider because it dropped string. Unfortunately, I had to sacrifice a purple slab to get the items out of the hole, but I figured it would be worth it. At this point, I realized I had a few seconds left on my fire resistance, so I collected the clay and climbed up using the lava. There was a hopper up here with another bucket inside it and a hole with an entrance to a room above it. I saw nothing in this hole, so I decided to just skip it, and I made it to a different room where I got 2 tripwire hooks. There was another drop further down where I found a maze on my left and cobwebs on the right. I went through the maze where I found a hidden dropper with another bucket, 13 redstone, and a block of TNT. I also found another room which I had to build up to, but I decided to go back and use the TNT to break the cobwebs first because I could use the string to make more blocks. I built up to the iron door room, and this part made 0 sense to me, so I did some crazy stuff which was definitely not from the tutorial, and I made it to the next room. In this room there was a hopper with 2 glowstone blocks and an egg, and then I used this hopper to build up to another room without losing too many blocks. Now I was in a room with a cow for some reason, and I decided to just craft wool and build out to the next room. This room was actually the final room, and I found a ladder which was the exit to this prison. This is a 1-block prison, and I am going to attempt to make it to the final island and escape. I spawned on top of a bedrock block with a carpet under my feet and a crafting table underneath it. I looked around and there was a bunch of islands surrounding me, and there was a bedrock block with a cobblestone wall closest to me. I grabbed the carpet and looked above me, and I found a composter. I grabbed the composter and used it as a block, and now I needed 1 more block to get to the cobblestone wall. I looked around some more and saw a chest on top of the bedrock block above me. So I tried opening the chest, and I was barely able to open it. Inside of the chest there was 2 stacks of apples, and that was it. 2 stacks of apples might seem useless, but in Minecraft you can actually right-click composters with food items, and eventually you will get bone meal. So I spam-clicked all the apples, and I had exactly 9 bone meal, which was enough to craft a bone block. I used the bone block to build up to the next platform, and now I could see there was a ladder on the other side. I used the carpet to get to the top of the cobblestone wall, but I was still missing a block to jump up to the next part. So I carefully broke the chest, and then I broke the carpet and placed the chest underneath me. Then I placed the ladder on the bedrock block and climbed up. I made the jump to another island, and now I needed 6 blocks to climb up to the next island. The problem was I only had 3 clay blocks, so I looked around, but all I found was a furnace and a crafting table on the edge of the island. So I broke the clay, and underneath it there was actually a dried kelp block and an item frame. If you didn't know, a dried kelp block is actually one of the best fuel sources. So I smelted the 12 clay to make 12 bricks. After that I made bricks, and I was confident that you got more than 1 brick block from 4 bricks, but I was wrong. So I still had 3 blocks, but luckily bricks can be made into slabs, and that gave me 6 slabs so I could climb up to the next island. On the next island there was a random sign, so I broke it. There was also an empty cauldron and some sort of lava thing above it that was covered in bedrock that led up to another island. I went further and found a staircase leading to another platform, and there was a hole in the ground, and I found a hopper that had 3 raw iron inside of it. There was also a bunch of droppers covering the rest of the island, so I searched them all and found a fire resistance potion. There was also a furnace blending in with the droppers, and there were 4 saplings inside of it, so I decided to use them to smelt the iron. The saplings only smelted 2 of the iron, so I used the sign to smelt the last piece. After the iron finished smelting, I went back up to the main platform and found a dropper that had dripstone in it. Now I had a good idea of what to do, so I went to place the dripstone above the cauldron, and I actually found another behind the cauldron, so I placed 2 of them above it. I was going to use the dripstone to fill the cauldron with lava, and after it filled, I could collect the lava and use my fire resistance to climb up to the next island. But I still needed to craft a bucket. I was about to drop down and use the crafting table from the previous island, but then I would have no way back up. So I looked around some more and ended up finding a crafting table at the end of the island. Now I was able to make a bucket, and I waited for the cauldron to fill with lava, and then I used my fire resistance to climb up to the top. So I made it up to the next island, and there was a mix of dirt and gravel on this island, as well as a wood plank which had 2 sticks on the sides. So I collected everything on the island, and that gave me 2 sticks, 1 wood plank, 8 gravel, 2 dirt, and 1 flint. I needed to build over the void to the next island, so the gravel would be useless to get across, and because of this I knew I was missing something. I opened my inventory and saw I could craft coarse dirt with 2 dirt and 2 gravel, so I made that, but now I only had 4 blocks. But if you remember from this video, you can actually duplicate coarse dirt if you have a shovel, and I had the materials required to make one. I just needed to find a crafting table, and like usual there was one on the side, so I crafted a shovel. Now I could right click the coarse dirt with the shovel, and I mined the dirt to get 4 regular dirt. I crafted more coarse dirt and did this one more time, and now I had 10 blocks that I could use. So I built to the next platform and made it with 1 block to spare. On this island there was a hole with a furnace in it and a 1-block hole with a bunch of rails inside of it. I couldn't get inside of this hole, so I needed to find something to get through. I dropped down into this gap, and there was a crafting table as well as a piece of raw iron hidden inside of the hole. I ended up finding the rest of the iron in the other hole, so I smelted the iron with the wooden shovel, which made no sense. I don't know why I did this. I was only able to get 1 ingot out of it, so I used the lava bucket instead, which was much better fuel. After the iron finished smelting, I crafted a minecart and I used it to get through the hole. I almost suffocated because I thought the minecart would keep moving, and I got out and it put me on a tripwire which removed all my items and gave me permanent mining fatigue. Now I was unable to break blocks, so I collected the string from the tripwire and also picked up the stick I found on the wall. I walked out and there was an arrow and an item frame, and there was also 2 more sticks. I saw a target in the air and I assumed I needed to shoot it, but I still need a bow and I didn't have a crafting table. So I looked around a little more and all I was able to find was a hopper on the side of the island that contained a fire charge. At first I thought this was useless, but then I realized I could actually use the fire charge to burn this wood plank I was trying to break. Once the plank burned, there was a hole underneath it, and inside of it there was a crafting table. So I crafted a bow and shot the target, and I thought nothing happened, but I turned around and a staircase appeared to another part of the island. So I climbed up the staircase and found a block of sand, and there was a platform that I couldn't get to because it was a 5-block jump. There was another area at the top of the staircase with a cow and a creeper trapped inside of boxes, and there was also a sign that said "Press this" with a smiley face and a button underneath it. I looked around the room a bit more because I did not trust the smiley face at all, but all there was a platform above me that I couldn't reach. So I pressed the scary button and the creeper started floating. At first this made no sense, but I realized that when I pressed the button, the creeper was given levitation. The reason this was important was because I could make the creeper blow up and it would drop a lingering levitation potion effect which I could use to go to the platform above me. So I walked up to the creeper and found out it was actually named Subscribe, so please subscribe because the creeper literally died for this. Once it exploded, I was given levitation and I flew up to the platform and noticed that I had levitation for way longer than I needed. Luckily there was water on the island, so I positioned myself and landed inside of it. At the end of the island there was a hopper with 2 iron ingots and 1 raw iron, and that was literally it. So I dropped back down to the top part of the island and barely survived with 2 hearts. I ended up finding a hopper with steak in it though, so I was able to heal back up a little bit. Now that I had enough iron to make a bucket, I ran back to the island that had a minecart, and surprisingly the furnace was still cooking, so I used it to smelt the iron. Now I was able to run back and craft a bucket which I used to milk the cow to remove my mining fatigue. I broke the sand at the bottom of the staircase and I used it to make the 5-block jump to the other island. On this island there was lava flowing from the sky, nether wart and magma cream inside of item frames, and a cauldron that had a little bit of water left inside of it. There was also 3 slabs on the ground, so I broke them to check what was underneath. Under the middle slab I found a hopper which contained a silk touch hoe, and that was it. I also broke the slab behind the cauldron and found there was a brewing stand under it. It was obvious that I needed to get a fire resistance potion, but I was still missing a water bottle. I realized there was nothing else on this platform, but then I remembered something. There was actually 4 glass on top of the cage that had a cow inside of it on the previous island. So I jumped back to the other island and used the silk touch hoe to collect the glass and free the cow. Now I had 4 pieces of glass, so I was able to use one of them to build back to the island, and I used the other 3 to make glass bottles. Next I grabbed the water out of the cauldron and I made 1 3-minute fire resistance potion. I drank the fire resistance potion and swam down the lava fall, and I made it to another room. In this room there was obsidian in the form of a large nether portal with 1 missing block which had water flowing behind it. So I used my empty bucket to grab some of the lava which was all over the floor, and I used it to complete the portal. Now that the portal was complete, I still needed to light the portal. I had nothing in my inventory to light the portal, so I figured I missed something and began looking behind the lava. With time running out for my fire resistance, I was able to find 8 string hidden in the lava. At first this seemed useless, but I realized I could make the string into wool blocks. The wool blocks could then catch on fire and light the portal if I got lucky. So I placed down the 2 blocks of wool, and luckily they lit the portal, and now I was able to enter the nether. When I entered the nether I was free, and I had escaped the prison. My friend trapped me on a cloud in Minecraft, and the only way to escape is by completing a puzzle, but the problem is I only have 30 minutes to escape, so I logged on and I spawned in a large bedrock room with an open roof and it was raining inside. I looked up and I could see a chest with a sign underneath it and lava that flowed all the way down to the bottom of the room. There was also an item frame with nether wart and another item frame with a slime ball in it, so I collected those. I found an entrance to another room on the top left, but it was too high for me to reach, so I was stuck. I decided to spam right-click in the lava, but I wasn't able to find anything behind it. I did the thing, and I could see another room behind the lava, but there was nothing to extinguish myself on the other side. But since it was raining, I would immediately get extinguished by the rain on the other side, so I swam through the lava and I survived on 5 hearts. I was in another really tall room, and it was connected to another room that was 2 blocks high. There was a crafting table in the middle of the room, so I picked it up and there was a hopper behind it. The hopper contained 2 blaze powder and 2 glass bottles. I looked around the room for anything else, but it seemed pretty empty. So I placed my crafting table in front of the entrance to the other room, which allowed me to walk in. I was in an empty bedrock room, and at the end of it, there was a huge drop to the ground and a bedrock island with a furnace on it across from me. There were barriers on each side of me, so I wasn't able to jump to the cloud. When I crouched to the edge of the bedrock, I could see a hole, and when I looked in F5, I was able to see the entrance to another room and a hopper. The problem was I didn't know how to get into this room without falling and dying. But that was when I noticed something strange. In front of me there was a massive drop to the ground, but for some reason I could see rain particles. The only reason I would be able to see rain particles is if there was a barrier block down there. So I threw an item frame down to test it, and sure enough there were barriers that would stop me from dying. So I dropped down and checked the hopper. The hopper contained a full set of iron armor, and that was it. I had no idea why I would need iron armor, so I kept looking for something else. I tried to go to the furnace island, but the barriers stopped at a certain point, and it was too far for me to jump. So I walked over to the other room, and inside of it there was a 1-block hole with a trail of redstone and nothing to activate it. I tried to see if anything else was in the hole, but I couldn't see anything. I checked the roof and there was another hopper, and this hopper had 5 iron ingots and 3 ladders inside of it. I walked around the rest of the room and found nothing else, so I decided to use the ladders to go back up to the main room. When I got back up to the main room, I checked if I could craft anything, but nothing really stood out to me, so I kept looking. I used the last ladder I had to get up this incomplete staircase, and there was another room across from me. I walked into the room and saw nothing except for a hopper, and I checked it and it had 3 stone blocks and 14 iron nuggets. Now that I had 3 stone blocks, I would be able to get to the furnace island because I could turn them into 6 slabs. So I crafted 6 stone slabs and dropped back down. I bridged across with the slabs and I made it to the furnace island. I checked the furnace and it was empty and I could see nothing else on this island. I looked around because I figured I had to be missing something, and I ended up finding a hopper on the bottom of the island. I opened the hopper and there was 9 dried kelp inside, but I didn't know how that would help me. I took a look at everything in my inventory and noticed that I almost had everything to make a fire resistance potion. I was just missing a water and a brewing stand. I was nowhere near being able to craft a brewing stand though, so I still had to be missing something. I went back to the main room and realized I hadn't checked behind any of the hoppers. So I broke the first hopper and there was nothing behind it. But when I broke the next hopper, I found a brewing stand behind it, so now the only thing I was missing was water. I thought I was missing something because it seemed impossible to get water, but then I realized something. I can actually smelt the set of iron armor into iron nuggets, and this would give me 18 nuggets which I could turn into 2 more iron ingots. With 2 more iron ingots, I could craft a cauldron, and because it was raining, it would fill with water. But I still needed something to smelt the armor with. I checked to see if anything in my inventory could be used to smelt, but nothing worked. But while doing that, I realized that I had 9 dried kelp which I could craft into a dried kelp block. A dried kelp block is actually one of the best sources of fuel for a furnace, and could be used to smelt all the armor easily. So I made a dried kelp block and headed back to the furnace where I smelted all of the armor pieces. After I was done smelting, I headed back to my crafting table and made the nuggets into ingots, then crafted a cauldron. I placed the cauldron down and waited for it to fill with rainwater. While I was waiting for it to fill, I looked inside of it and noticed that over 97% of you are still not subscribed, and that is way too many of you, so please subscribe. Eventually the cauldron filled enough for me to fill the glass bottles, so I filled the bottles and now I had 2 water bottles. I headed back to the brewing stand and placed my blaze powder to charge it. Then I put the 2 water bottles in with the nether wart to make awkward potions. And then I added the magma cream to make 2 3-minute fire resistance potions. Now I would be able to get the chest that I saw in the first room by swimming up the lava. So I drank a potion of fire resistance and swam up to the top of the lava. When I got to the top, I opened the chest and it had 2 stone blocks and 9 wheat inside of it. I also tried breaking the chest for an extra block, but it was too hard, so I gave up. I headed back down and then I decided to swim to the bottom of the lava to see if there was anything there as well. When I made it to the bottom of the lava, there was another room with no walls and nothing inside of it. I was now closer to the ground and could see that there was plains below me, but there was nothing to drop down into. I tried breaking the cloud around me, but it was covered in barriers, so I couldn't get any blocks from there either. It seemed like there was nothing in this room, but then I looked around on the sides and I found a room that I couldn't get to. So I placed my 2 stone blocks to get to this room and made sure I could make the jumps without sprint. I made it to the room and there was nothing except for a hopper in the roof which contained 1 snowball. I checked beyond the hopper and there was nothing, so I went back to the main part of the room. I looked in F5 on the other side of the room and I found a hopper hidden below the floor. This hopper had 4 redstone dust in it, and that was the last thing I found in this room. So I drank my other fire resistance and swam back up the lava. I went back to the room with the redstone in it because I had an idea. I had the items necessary to craft a target in my inventory, along with a snowball that I could use to activate the redstone. So I crafted a hay bale and surrounded it in 4 redstone to make a target. I placed the target in front of the redstone, and then I threw the snowball at the target. Nothing happened inside of this room, so after I did this, I went back up to check the other rooms. When I got back to the main room, there was now water flowing from the ceiling, so I made my way to the top. When I made it to the top, I found a hole where the water came from with a piston in it. There was also an item frame with a piece of steak, so I grabbed it and ate it. There was also a 4-block wall which looked like I needed to climb it. So I looked on the other side of it and I could see there was more of the room on the other side of the wall. I needed 3 blocks to climb up, but all I had was my crafting table which I left behind in the previous room. So that left me with 2 blocks that I still needed to get. I realized I could break the piston, so I broke the piston and it started flowing towards me in the water. I picked up the piston and that was another block, so I only needed 1 more. So I placed the piston down and dropped down to get my crafting table. But when I dropped down, I realized I had this ladder that I used to get to another room, so I broke the ladder and went back to get my crafting table. Now that I had the ladder, I didn't even need to use my crafting table to climb the wall. So I placed the ladder and I climbed to the other side. On the other side, there was a staircase to get back up and a hopper. So I dropped down and opened the hopper. Inside of the hopper, there was a wet sponge and that was it. I didn't really know why I would need a wet sponge, so I figured there was still something missing. I thought maybe it was some crazy craft I've never heard of, so I checked the crafting table, but there was nothing I could craft. So I looked everywhere for anything else I was missing, but then I realized I forgot to break the hopper to see if anything was behind it. So I broke the hopper and there was a deep slate slab behind it, and when I looked closer, I ended up finding a second hopper which contained 27 iron nuggets. It was now obvious what I needed to do with the sponge. So I crafted my nuggets into 3 iron ingots and then I made a bucket. The reason I made a bucket was because I could cook the wet sponge in the furnace and collect the water by placing the bucket in the bottom slot of the furnace. So I headed back to the furnace and placed the wet sponge in the top slot and my crafting table in the bottom slot. I then placed my bucket in the bottom slot and waited for the sponge to finish cooking. Once the sponge was done cooking, I had a dry sponge and a water bucket, and now I could make it to the ground safely by placing water off the side of the island. But that was the boring way, so I jumped off and I made the MLG instead, and that was it. I had successfully escaped a cloud in Minecraft. This is one of the hardest prisons in Minecraft, and I will be attempting to escape it, starting now. The second I spawned in, I looked around. I was in a bedrock box stuck behind iron bars. There was another room, so I broke the iron bars and walked into the other room. In this room, there's a chest out of my reach, a lava fall, a crafting table, and a hole which I assumed was where I needed to go. First, I checked behind the lava and I found a chest. The chest had 3 blackstone and a blaze powder in it. I knew I could craft blackstone slabs, but I decided to check the rest of the room first. While searching, I found a barrier block in the middle of the room. I looked around and I ended up finding more, and I realized I could parkour on them. After jumping to the first block, there was no more blocks to jump to. From here, I could use the blackstone and make it to the chest, but I decided not to because I had blaze powder, which hints to me having to make a brewing stand. It ended up not mattering though, because I tried jumping towards the chest and I was able to open it for a second. This gave me everything I needed to make a fire resistance potion. I drank the potion and started to climb up the lava. At the top of the lava there was another chest and it gave me an ender pearl. The only thing I could think of using an ender pearl for was to enter the tunnel, so I grabbed the crafting table in case I needed it later and threw the pearl into the tunnel. At the end of the tunnel there were 2 different directions I could go, each leading to a different room. The first room had nothing in it except for a hole in the roof that was out of my reach. The second room had a floor made of ice that looked like it had something underneath it. I decided to drop into the second room because it seemed more promising. Under the ice I could see lava and magma blocks really far down. I knew I couldn't lift this fall, so I needed a way to get down. The obvious way down was the ice, but if I break the ice nothing is going to happen because there isn't a block underneath it. Luckily, I picked up the crafting table from earlier, and I was able to use that to get water. I swam down the water and ended up in another room. This room was decorated with terracotta on the walls and lava and magma blocks on the floor. Unfortunately, there were barrier blocks preventing me from breaking out. Because of this, I assumed there had to be a missing barrier somewhere. After checking most of the room, I finally found one that was missing, and under it there was a chest with 3 ladders, a trapdoor, and flint. I realized there was nothing else in this room, but I remembered the room on the left of the tunnel had a hole in the roof, and I was pretty sure 3 ladders would allow me to reach it. So I decided to climb back up the water and use the crafting table and trapdoor to get back into the tunnel. I dropped into the other room, and luckily 3 ladders was enough to get through the hole. When I made it to the top, I had entered a hallway with a bunch of different things. There was an armor stand with a sword and a cobweb on top, obsidian in the shape of a nether portal, and a hole in the roof that I had no way of accessing. When I got further down the hallway, I found another room with a giant pit of lava. There was a room on the left, a pig across from me, and a big hole in the wall exactly on the other side, and more cobwebs. I grabbed the sword from the armor stand and broke the cobwebs, making sure none of them fell in the lava. I checked my crafts, and the only thing I could make was a block of wool, so I did that. I used the block of wool to parkour to the room on the side and found a chest with a carrot and a saddle. I was very familiar with what I could do with these items because of this video, and I used the carrot to lure the pig towards me. Once it walked over, I jumped and landed the pig clutch. Now I was on the other side, but all I had was a crafting table and I still couldn't get to the next room because it was 2 blocks up. While trying to figure out what to do, I found a secret chest above the hole and it had 3 sticks. I went back over to the crafting table and made the only thing it let me make, a fishing rod. Even with a fishing rod, I still didn't know what to do. The only thing I could think of was fishing in the lava. But fishing the lava turned out to be a waste of time, and now I was stumped. I decided to check the hole again, but this time I checked in F5. I was hoping I would find another chest, but instead I saw a horse all the way at the bottom. If you didn't know, you can use fishing rods to pull mobs towards you. So now I knew how to get down, but I still had to be careful that I didn't die of fall damage getting off the horse. So I brought the horse up, and luckily I was able to survive the fall, and I made it to the next room. This next room had 2 hoppers on both sides of me and a random button on the wall. Pressing the button did nothing, so I decided to open the hoppers. The first one had an emerald with a sign above it that said you might need this later. And the other hopper had steak, a golden apple, a blast protection 4 chestplate, and a TNT. Now that I had all these items, I still needed to find a way to make a 3-block jump. If you've played Bed Wars before, you might be familiar with the TNT jump, where a TNT explosion is used to boost a player. So, I used the button to activate my TNT and jumped over the wall. In this part of the room there were 3 new things: a hole in the roof, a dispenser, and some sort of hot tub. There were signs between the water and the lava, but if anything was under the lava, it was too far to reach. The items in my inventory weren't of much use either. At this point, I was stumped until I found this terracotta on the roof. The terracotta was the same dimensions as the hot tub, and all but one of the blocks were red. This must be some sort of indicator to where I need to look in the lava. The only problem was the lava was still too far down to reach anything. This part seemed impossible until I realized I was missing something. I thought all of the items in my inventory were useless, but it turns out I actually had one useful item. If there was a button or pressure plate under this lava, I could actually use the fishing rod to activate it. So I tried casting my fishing rod, and sure enough, I heard a noise. The fishing rod had activated the dispenser, and a shulker was spawned. I let the shulker hit me with levitation, and I was carried to the next room. I walked down this long hallway, and I thought about the fact that over 99% of you are not subscribed. The next room contained a bunch of holes in the wall. Each hole had a hopper in it with the exception of the top left, which had a boat. I also looked in F5 and found one of the holes had a crafting table. It was safe to say I needed to craft something in this room, so I dropped down. When I dropped down, I checked each hopper and they all contained 2 bamboo. I then made my way to the crafting table and checked the crafts. The only thing that you can make with bamboo is sticks, so I turned them all into sticks. After that, it was obvious that I had to make ladders. I used the ladders to climb up to where I saw the boat earlier and clicked the boat. I picked up the boat and found a chest in front of me. The chest had an iron ingot and that was it. I climbed up the staircase and I was back in the room I saw earlier. The only difference now is that I had both flint and an iron ingot, which means I could enter the nether. So I dropped down, lit the portal, and traveled to the nether. The portal brought me to a room full of barriers with a nether-themed wall pattern behind it. There was also a beacon and some slabs that made a staircase to the top. I wouldn't be able to jump on these half slabs, so I needed to find a way to get up. Inside of this room there was a beacon, which meant I could get jump boost if I had an ore. I remembered I still had the emerald that I was supposed to keep for later. So I used the emerald to get jump boost and I climbed up the stairs. But you probably realized there was another way out. Instead, I could use the boat to climb up the half slabs. But I don't think this was intended, so I used the jump boost instead. At the top of the room, there was a big bedrock path leading to the exit of this prison. I went through the portal, and that was it. I had successfully escaped the prison. This is a giant Minecraft Christmas present, and inside of it is one of the hardest puzzles which I am going to be attempting to escape. I spawned inside of a bedrock box, so I began by looking around me. I found a couple signs stating the rules, no breaking signs, and no breaking presents. In front of me there was a long hallway with an entrance to another room at the end. There was also an ice floor right outside of the box. I saw no way to escape, so I decided to look in F5, and that's when I found an item frame with a boat in it. I crouched to the very edge of the bedrock, and I hit the item frame to drop the boat. I then used the boat to escape and made it across the ice. On this side of the room, there's a pool of lava blocking me from the next room. The lava was 5 blocks across, so I wouldn't be able to make the jump. You've all probably seen this a million times, so I'm just gonna move on to the next room. The next room was 3 blocks high, so if I dropped down, I wasn't coming back up. There were 2 blocks of snow in front of me, as well as a target and an upside down zombie. I was about to drop down, but I remembered seeing 3 snow blocks on the floor, so I checked those first. Underneath the third one, I found a present, and inside of it was a carved pumpkin. I now decided to drop down because I had a block to get back up if I needed to. Now I was able to see that there was a hole in the roof and lava in the wall. I used F5 and found there was something behind the lava, so I knew that was where I needed to go. I realized I probably needed to hit the target, but I did not have a projectile. Or at least that's what I thought. I could actually place the pumpkin on top of the snow blocks to make a snow golem. The snow golem would then start to shoot at the zombie, and eventually it will miss and hit the target. So I created the golem and waited for it to hit the target. The target ended up activating a dispenser, and it dropped a suspicious stew. Even though I had no way of knowing, it was safe to say the stew would give me fire resistance, considering there was nothing left in this room. So I ate the stew and swam through the lava to the next room. The next room had a floor covered in powdered snow that led to another room. The problem was if I touched the snow, I would get stuck and freeze, and the snow was too deep to break. Fortunately, there was another room on my left, so I decided to check that out. Inside of this room, there were tons of presents, so I began unwrapping them. I ended up finding 4 pieces of leather total, and now I knew what to do. I needed to make leather boots because you are actually able to walk across powdered snow without sinking if you are wearing leather boots. But the problem was I didn't have a crafting table. So I looked around and I ended up finding this little hole that had a sign that read, "Looking for a crafting table? Better hope it didn't burn." I now knew that the crafting table was most likely in the lava, so I went back and checked. Sure enough, I found it behind the lava and I made my leather boots. The next room had 3 parts: an ice parkour leading to a present, a 1-block hole in the wall which looked like it went to the next room, and a sheep that was hanging from the roof. I decided to start with the ice parkour because it was the most straightforward part. When I got to the end, I opened the present and it had a book and a crafting table. I opened the book and it said, "You're getting colder," so I went back to the main room. Next, I checked the hole in the wall and ended up finding a hidden present. The present contained 8 string, and now with the sheep on the roof, I was pretty sure I needed wool. So I made the string into wool, built up, and started punching the sheep. After that I had 3 wool, but the only thing I could make was carpets. Carpets wouldn't be of much use to get me through this hole, so I had to be missing something. At this point I was stumped, but then I remembered I was missing something. I was able to break the powdered snow from earlier, so something could be hiding under it. It didn't take very long until I found another present, this time containing 3 wood planks. Now I was able to make a bed, which I could use to get through the hole. So I picked up my crafting table and placed the bed inside the next room. There were a few obstacles that I needed to use my blocks to get past, and I made it to a snow globe room. This room was completely covered in barriers, so I couldn't break out, and there was a bedrock house as well as a ton of snow and ice on the floor. I also found a crafting table on the roof and a sign inside of the house that said "Start digging." So I started digging in the house and I found a present. The present contained 5 turtle scoot, and I was pretty sure I needed to make a turtle shell, but I didn't know why. So I parkoured on these floating snow blocks to get to the crafting table on the roof. When I made it to the roof, there was another present with nether wart, a water bottle, and blaze powder. So I made the turtle shell, and now I was pretty sure I needed to make a potion, but I didn't have a brewing stand. So I looked around some more and found a massive hole that I would die from if I fell in it, and I was sure that that was the exit. That was it though, so I did the last thing I could do, and started digging up the floor. When digging the floor, I actually found that over 99% of you are not subscribed, and that is embarrassing, so please subscribe. Eventually I saw particles coming out of one of the blocks, and I realized that they were coming from the brewing stand. So I made my awkward potion, and then I made the potion of the Turtle Master. The potion of the Turtle Master would give me resistance, and that would allow me to fall down the hole without dying. So I drank the potion, and I dropped down the hole into the next room. The next room was an ice cave and there was a present in the corner. The present had 3 steak in it, so I was able to get my health back. Other than the present, I could see nothing else in this room. I was about to start breaking the blocks again when I noticed something different about a few of the blocks. These blocks were powdered snow, which meant I could walk through them. The ones in the middle were too high up, so I decided to walk through the ones on the right. I ended up immediately falling into a room with a crafting table and a furnace. At the bottom of the room there was a water pool with kelp in it. So I collected the kelp, but I didn't really know what to make with it. I decided to use the crafting table to get back into the other room to see if I missed anything. But then I realized that I could smelt the kelp to make a dried kelp block. This block would help me get to the powdered snow that was 2 blocks high. So I smelted all the kelp, made the block, and walked up into the next room. The next room was full of presents and there was 1 block of ice with lava underneath it. I knew I needed something to melt this ice, so I checked all of the presents. When I got to this present, something weird happened, and items started dropping from the sky. There was actually a dispenser in the roof, and whenever I opened the present, it would drop items. Eventually, the dispenser ran out of items, and I had 7 item frames, a shovel, and a torch. So I went back to the ice and used the torch to melt it. I swam down the ice, and I was in a large room with a candy cane and 2 snow golems on each side of it. I walked into the candy cane and saw a massive hole which looked like it went to the surface. I had no blocks to build up, but luckily I had this diamond shovel from the previous room, and I could use it to break the snow underneath the golems to make snow blocks. When I had enough snow, I built up in the candy cane and I made it to the surface, successfully escaping the prison. This is a giant magma cube, and inside of it is one of the hardest prisons which I am going to be attempting to escape. I spawned in a large bedrock room with lava underneath me. I could see another room across from me, but it was too far for me to reach. So I looked around for items and ended up finding 2 pieces of string, and when I looked up, I found a dropper, a floating anvil, and a hole with TNT in it. I decided to break the string that was holding up the anvil, and the anvil fell down, so I was able to use it to reach the dropper that was beside it. Inside of the dropper, there was a blast protection 4 diamond chestplate and a golden apple. I looked around some more, and I ended up finding a dropper underneath the platform I was on. The dropper contained 3 sticks, a flame book, and an arrow. Now I had the materials to craft a flame bow, but I didn't have a crafting table. So I looked around and ended up finding a crafting table behind the dropper. I crafted the bow and applied flame to it using the anvil since I conveniently had 69 levels. Now I had a golden apple, a flame bow, and an arrow to help me get across. These items might not be able to get me across on their own, but there was still a block of TNT in the roof. If I shoot the TNT with the flame bow, it will light and the TNT will fall down and I can use it to TNT jump. So I ate the golden apple and dropped the TNT down in front of me. I was barely able to survive, and if I hadn't eaten the golden apple and had the blast prot chestplate, it would have been over. So I healed back up and examined the next room. I was on a basalt island with a room across from me that was 1 block too far to jump. There was also a massive fall beneath me that I had no way of surviving. So I went back into the hallway and collected the weeping vines coming from the roof, and I also found 2 more pieces of string beneath them. You might have noticed that the weeping vines were placed on the roof, which means I could use them to get to the next room. The problem was I didn't have enough of them to get across. I could have waited for them to grow, but I decided to look around since I hadn't finished exploring this room yet. I ended up seeing a dropper underneath the basalt, so I broke down and the dropper contained 2 more weeping vines. Now I had enough vines to make it across, so I placed the weeping vines on the roof and I jumped to the next room. In the next room, there was a dropper in one corner, a crafting table in the other, a floating block, and a hole in the roof and on the wall. I checked to see what was in the dropper, and I found 4 prismarine shards and 4 pieces of bamboo. I immediately realized I could craft a prismarine block, and I used it to get a better look at the floating block and the hole in the wall. There was a gold pressure plate at the back of the hole, and there was an item frame with a stick on top of the floating block. Now that I had this stick, I turned the bamboo into sticks and I crafted a fishing rod. I used the fishing rod to fish the pressure plate inside of the hole, and when I did that, a potion of levitation dropped from the hole in the roof. I grabbed my crafting table and checked the rest of the room one more time, and since the hole in the roof was the only place that I hadn't been, I used the potion to go up the hole. There was a dropper on the way up, but I checked it and it was completely empty. In this room there was a lava pool on the floor with flowing lava 1 block higher in the middle. I could also see a boat on the other side of the lava, and that was it. I realized I could use my crafting table to cross this lava, but I decided to check the lava first because it made no sense for the lava to be here. I ended up finding a dropper with a blue ice block in it, so I decided the crafting table would be more useful, and I used the blue ice to cross the lava. I made a mistake and didn't realize I wouldn't be able to jump because the roof was 2 blocks high and I almost died in the lava. I waited for my health to regen and I looked around. The only thing I was able to see was the boat and a 1 block high gap leading to another room. So I used the fishing rod to fish the boat towards me and used the boat to go under the gap. In the next room, there was a donkey, a chest in the wall, a platform with a hole above it, and an exit at the top of the room. I moved towards the crafting table, and there was also a chest in front of it. The chest contained 9 bone meal, 9 netherwort, and 9 wheat. I immediately knew what to do with these blocks, and I crafted a bone block, a netherwort block, and a hay bale. Next, I used those blocks to staircase up to the platform, and when I thought I would make it, I was actually 1 block short. I tried breaking the chest and fishing it towards me, but that didn't work. But that was when I noticed something. There was a donkey in the room, and its name was Joe. The name was irrelevant, and what I noticed was that the donkey was carrying a chest. So I did what had to be done, and I used the fishing rod to pull the chest towards me, and the donkey also dropped a saddle. Now I was able to use the chest as the final block to go up the platform. First, I checked the hole above the platform, and I found a fire resistance arrow and an item frame. Next, I checked the exit hole, and I saw a block of snow holding up a block of sand. But this was not a normal block of snow. It was actually powdered snow. This meant that if I shot it with my flame bow, the flame arrow would melt the snow and the sand would come falling down. So since it was my only option, I used the normal arrow I had from the first room to break the powdered snow. When the sand fell down, lava followed it, and now I knew where to go. So I shot myself with the fire resistance arrow, and I climbed up the lava to the next room. I was in a box with a 1 block gap, and through the gap I could see 2 striders and 2 droppers. I was unable to reach one of the droppers, but I could reach the other one, and I found 4 magma cream inside of it, and that was it. At this point I saw nothing else in the room, so I quickly went back down the lava to see if I missed anything. I broke the sand and there was nothing under the lava, so at this point I had to swim back up because my fire resistance was running out. There was nothing else in this room, and I had no items to go through a 1 block gap, so I was stuck. But then I realized what I could do with the saddle, and it all made sense. If I place the saddle on one of the striders, I can then ride the strider and teleport through the gap. So I did that, and I found out both of the striders were also named Joe. Why is everyone named Joe? Anyways, I checked the other dropper I couldn't reach, and there was more magma cream, so now I had 12 magma cream. The only thing I could make was magma blocks, so I crafted 3 of them. I still needed 4 blocks to get to the top of the room though, so I was still missing something. Unfortunately, I realized I would have to kill Joe because striders drop string and 4 string crafts into wool. So I got 4 string from Joe, and there was no reason to kill Joe too, so I definitely didn't. I used the 4 blocks to build up, and the first thing I saw was a pearl glitch setup. So I turned around and there was a dropper with a pearl inside of it, so I threw my pearl and ended up on the nether roof. There was a chest up here, and it had 13 obsidian, a piece of wool, and a ghast spawn egg inside of it. So I placed my obsidian in the form of a portal, and I spawned the ghast. The ghast ended up lighting the portal for me, and I went back through to the overworld. When I made it to the other side, I could see an exit waiting for me across these lava pools. There was a bunch of gravel and sand laying around, so I broke it all and it revealed a crafting table. There was also water in the ground and a dropper in the wall, and it contained a stone pickaxe and a piece of bone meal. I needed blocks that weren't gravity blocks to get across, so I made concrete because I already had water to turn it into hardened concrete, and I had a pickaxe as well. I grabbed the crafting table and bridged across using the 8 concrete, and there was one more lava pool that I needed to cross. I already had 2 blocks I could use to get across, so I just placed them so I could jump across. Before I left, I checked this chest in the wall and found a punch 2 book and a stack of arrows. I wonder what that could have been used for. Next, I jumped across the lava and got in this boat placed on the outside to escape the prison. My friend built me a prison and challenged me to break out of it, but the problem was this prison seemed impossible to escape. On the inside, all of the rooms are layered with bedrock, making it impossible to break out of. The only way to escape is making it past all of the puzzles to get to the exit. Will I be able to do it? Let's find out. I started by looking around the room I was in. I was stuck in a bedrock cage surrounded by a bunch of furnaces. I decided to look in F5 mode, and I saw a chest above me that was completely out of my reach. I decided to check all of the furnaces to see if they had any useful items. After checking all the furnaces, I was left with 1 oak plank, 4 raw iron, and 4 daylight sensors. I decided that the only thing left to do was to smelt the raw iron with the daylight sensors. Once the iron had smelted, I was left with 4 ingots, 1 daylight sensor, and an oak plank. I thought for a second and realized that I could use these ingots to make an iron trapdoor. I could then use the oak plank to make a button to activate the trapdoor. I then used the trapdoor to crawl underneath the bedrock. Once I escaped the bedrock cage, I looked around the room and I saw an exit in the top corner. I checked the chest for anything useful and I found a potion of levitation. I then checked all the furnaces one more time and I used the levitation potion to climb up to the next room. When I reached the top, I found a skeleton in a cage and another room which had a hole in the ground. I walked past the skeleton and dropped down into the next room. I found a few holes in the roof, one of which that had a chest that I could not reach. The other hole had a dispenser and a target that I also couldn't reach. On the other side of the room, there was a block of wool in the roof. I broke the wool and walked over to the chest. I placed down the wool and jumped on top of it to open the chest. Inside of the chest, there was a bow that was on very low durability. I knew that I had to use this bow to hit the target, but I did not have any arrows to do so. I looked around to see if I had missed anything, but then I realized that there was a skeleton at the entrance. I used my wool to block back up and angled myself so I could kill the skeleton without it hitting me. The skeleton dropped arrows, but I was unable to pick them up from where I was standing. I decided to use the daylight sensor to push the arrows towards me, and it worked. Now I could go back to the target and shoot it to activate the dispenser. After shooting the target, my bow broke and the dispenser dropped me a boat. Finally, I checked the room one more time and used the boat to take me to the next room. I picked up my boat and looked around the next room. There was a big hole leading to the void in front of me with nothing to walk over. I looked around and I saw a double chest that I couldn't reach. I also saw a furnace that was empty and a crafting table inside of the wall. I decided to place my wool to build a platform that I could jump to. I placed my wool as far as I could and I used my boat to catch me in case I failed to jump. I opened the chest and all that was in it was a piece of sand. I was quite confused on how a piece of sand could help me. If I placed it on the wall, it would fall into the void, and I don't think there are any crafts that involve sand. But then I realized I had a furnace and I could make it into a piece of glass if I used my boat as fuel. Once the glass was done cooking, I placed it ahead of me and I jumped. Now I was able to break the chests and I made one more jump and blocked up into the next room. The next room was very small and it only had a couple of ladders and a small hole on the side. When I looked down the hole, there was a chest. I opened it and it had 2 bones and an ender pearl. I figured that the only thing left to do was to use the ladders to pearl glitch myself through to the next room. I threw my pearl and it worked and I had made it to the next room. Inside of the next room, I found a floating block of ice, a hole with what looked like a furnace that was too high to reach, and another small hole with a chest. I looked around in F5 and the hole looked like it was long enough to lead to another room. I opened the chest and I found 2 oak logs. With 2 oak logs and no crafting table, I didn't really know what to do next. I looked around for any other clues and found nothing. It took me a moment, but I realized that I could make charcoal by using the furnace in the roof. Charcoal would allow me to make a torch that I could use to melt the ice. Once the charcoal was done smelting, I was left with 3 oak planks. I used 2 of them to make torches and placed them all around the ice. Once the ice melted, I swam through the hole to another room. I walked forward and there was a room full of lava with a hole in the roof. I used my last wooden plank to build up to the room and I looked around for anything to help me. I saw there was a crafting table in the corner, but that was it. I began right-clicking the lava to see if anything was behind it. I ended up finding a chest with 12 bamboo in it, but that was all. When I checked the last lava source, I found something strange. Every time I right-clicked, I would punch something, but I didn't know what. I decided to look in F5 mode and it looked like there was a room hidden behind the lava. I jumped through the lava and barely lived on 2.5 hearts. Luckily there was water. Inside of the secret room, there was a double chest that had 2 steak and 2 string. So I ate my steak, collected the chests, and used them to block off the lava so I could get back through safely. By now, it was obvious what I had to do. I used the crafting table to make scaffolding, and then I used the scaffolding to climb up through the hole in the roof. Once I made it to the top, I climbed up this weird formation of bedrock. In this room, I saw an exit, 4 chests, and 4 dirt blocks. I decided to use the dirt to build up to the chests. Inside of each chest, there was 1 jungle sapling. I placed all 4 of the jungle saplings on top of the dirt and made my bones from earlier into bone meal. I used the bone meal to grow the tree and then I climbed up to the top of the tree. Once I made it to the top of the tree, I climbed the ladder, and after that, I had successfully escaped the prison. This is a Minecraft escape room with the lowest level of realism. I can't even see through the water and my crosshair is literally a square. But for every room I escape, Minecraft will keep getting more realistic until my PC explodes. The first room was Savannah themed. I was able to find these buttons, so I pressed all of them and one of them made a ding noise and dropped down water on the outside. So I went up the water and found a very detailed chest with a square inside of it. The square was actually a netherite hoe, so I used it to start hoeing the edge blocks to hopefully reveal something behind them. I eventually found out one of the blocks was connected to some redstone and it put a block of sand inside of my inventory. The sand could only be placed on sandstone though, which was kind of a problem. After a couple minutes, I ended up finding the sandstone hidden under the opaque water pool, and that unlocked the entrance to the next room. Now the graphics were looking a little better. I was in the nether and I could see the exit on an island across the lava. So I parkoured up the trees and searched the top of them but found nothing. I noticed I could cross these vines to the glowstone though, and now I was able to reach an island. The island had a barrel with a saddle in it, so I took that and went back down. I then parkoured again and I checked the other glowstone, but all I found was a button that did nothing. I spent the next 5 minutes searching for anything else in the room and I found nothing. So I just kept trying to jump across the lava without dying, and eventually it worked. In room 3, I was now able to see myself when I looked down. It was a snow biome with a cabin, and I instantly noticed some barrels. So I searched them and found a raw pork chop and a piece of charcoal. I found another pork chop in a hidden barrel, and then I entered the house. In the house, there was even more empty barrels, and there was also a smoker, so I decided to cook the pork. Cooking the pork gave me a stone shovel, and I climbed onto the roof of the house only to find another piece of charcoal. From the top of the house, I was able to see another chest though, so I parkoured over to the chest and found a lever inside of it. Now that I had checked everything, I started digging the snow with the shovel because that seemed logical. In one corner, I found a hidden room that had another lever inside of it. And in another corner, I found another hidden room that required me to use the lever to enter it. When I entered the room, there was another door, and I was able to use my other lever to go to the next room. In room 4, the shaders had gotten better, but this was still nothing compared to what was to come. I also forgot to enable the texture pack, so pretend it's like this. I was in a jungle with a huge temple in the middle, and I needed to make a sacrifice. I found these blocks which were making weird sounds when I stood on them, and I climbed up the temple in the middle only to find a chest that was empty. I climbed on top of the trees and I found a sunflower in the leaves, but I was unable to break it. I went up higher and I found a chest with 1 gold ingot in it, and that was it. Next I climbed up this hill and I found a hidden chest in the corner with a lead inside of it. So I put the lead on this cow and nothing happened. But then I took the cow over to the blocks that were making sounds, and I stood on the other one and it made a noise. I went towards where I heard the noise and I found a chest with another gold ingot in it. I decided to check out what this villager was trading next, and I found a trade for a stone hoe that required a lead. So I traded for the stone hoe and saw that it could be used to break a sunflower, which I needed for the other trade option. So I went back to the top of the tree and broke the sunflower. I brought the sunflower back, and now I had a melon which could be placed on top of the coarse dirt. I found coarse dirt beside another melon, so I placed the melon down and heard another noise. I went towards the noise and a chest had appeared in this cave which had another gold ingot. At this point there was nothing left to do, so I put my gold in the chest at the top, assuming it was where I should put my sacrifice. When I put my gold in the chest, things started happening and I made it to the next room. In room 5, things were starting to get realistic. My FPS was dropping rapidly and I still had more rooms to complete, so I needed to hurry up because my PC was getting ready for takeoff. I was in a mine and I don't know why, but I took this person's head. I also found an iron pickaxe which could only break iron ore, so I started mining. I found a room beyond the iron with a person named Flumu or something, I don't know, so I took their head too. I kept mining iron and I found Flimus, and there was a lever hidden in the lava behind Flimus which could only be placed on mossy stone bricks. So I looked around for mossy stone bricks and I found an iron door which I was able to open. I found Paul, and Paul was trading 3 iron for a stone button. The problem was I had raw iron because I played the map on the wrong version. So don't tell anyone what happened, but now I have a button. There was also a book on a lectern and it had a bunch of words in it. I could only place the button on chiseled stone bricks which were right in front of me, but I didn't realize it. So I looked around for almost 5 minutes while my IQ was draining, and there was clearly a reason for that. Eventually I went back to the room and found out these were chiseled stone bricks. So I magically got more buttons, and each time I pressed a button the color of the block changed in front of it. When you actually read the book, it tells you that you need to enter a color combination. The only place I had seen colors was the armor of the people around the mine, so I tried putting their colors in alphabetical order, but it didn't work. I actually just had them in the wrong order though, so I tried again and it opened the entrance to room 6. Room 6 had a lot nicer shaders, but my FPS was dropping even faster. I was in a room from one of those rich mansions that are always haunted. I found a flower, then I found a secret room behind a trapdoor, and in the room there was an emerald on the table and nothing else I could take. I also stole the armor off of these armor stands and checked every barrel and trapdoor until I found a diamond. It was looking like my new goal was to rob this mansion rather than escape it, but then I realized someone was home and they looked very scary. It turns out they wanted to trade these items for the exact set of armor that I had, but I was still missing 2 of the items though, so I only did the first 2 trades. There was a book telling me Larry gave the key to Barry, and this was Barry, so now I knew I didn't get scammed. I went back out to the main room and found the sunflower right where I started, and now I only needed an iron nugget. I ended up finding a room behind this large wall of paintings, and inside of it was the nugget. So I took the nugget back to Barry and got the last piece of armor. I tried putting on the armor, but it did nothing, but then I remembered where I got it from and it made sense. So I placed the armor on the armor stands and I heard a noise, but the door was still closed. I ran around for anything else and I found a secret room behind the paintings, but it was useless. So I ran around some more and I found a hidden room in the most obvious place it could have been. In this room there were 4 swords on the wall and I instantly knew I had to rotate them in a certain way to open the door. I remembered seeing a sword like this in the first hidden room, so I left the room and I ended up finding the diamond sword instead, which was pointing at the top left. So I rotated the diamond sword and I ran back to the trapdoor hidden room and found the gold sword pointing at the bottom left. Now I just needed to find one more sword because I could just guess the last one. So I went back to the useless room beyond the painting and it was still useless. I ended up finding the last sword in the first open room and it was pointing towards the middle right. So I guessed the last sword and I heard a noise telling me the door was open. So I went through the door and the gold block was here to teleport me to the next room. Room 7 had new shaders and they came with really annoying motion blur. I also had a very realistic shadow. I found a chest with a wooden shovel that could break red sand, so I started digging. After breaking almost every block of red sand, I found a chest containing a cactus. The cactus could only be placed on top of a cactus, so I found a cactus I could place it on and it created a staircase. When I got to the top of the staircase, it let me jump to a tree, and the tree had a chest with cocoa beans in it that could only be placed on jungle logs. So I found the one spot on this tree it would let me place them, and a ding went off and I was given a turtle egg. I didn't notice I was given a turtle egg though, so I spent 5 minutes being stupid before I noticed the egg and saw I could only place it on sandstone. So I spent 5 more minutes searching every sand block because of the realistic textures, but then I found out it was the block that already had the turtle eggs on it. Placing the turtle egg gave me sugarcane, which I placed on the only sugarcane without string on top of it to open the entrance to the final room. Room 8 looked like some sort of backrooms maze, so I put on the final level of realism, but unfortunate things happened. I wasn't giving up though, so I started my game up with more memory allocated, and after another crash, I got it to work, but I wasn't able to last more than 30 seconds without crashing, so enjoy this accurate representation of the last level. This is a Minecraft escape room with some of the most realistic textures possible, and for each room that I escape, Minecraft is going to become more unplayable until it somehow gets worse than this. The level 1 graphics were insanely realistic, especially this dirt. There was a house in front of me, and inside of it I found a chest that gave me a wet sponge every time I opened it and a few furnaces beside it. There was a cauldron and a brewing stand filled with empty bottles outside, and I found a ladder leading up to the roof. On the roof there was a chest with 5 blaze rods and 3 nether wart inside of it, and I could see an entrance to another room which I couldn't make it to. I found a button on the ground, but it did nothing, and I found a staircase leading underground beside the house. Underground, I found a chest that kept filling with iron ingots, and I found a button to spawn a phantom. After killing the phantom, I had the resources to make a slow falling potion, so I headed back up. I crafted buckets and used the wet sponges to fill the buckets with water. After that was done, I filled the cauldron outside with water and I used it to fill the empty bottles. Now all I had to do was wait for the slow falling potion to finish, and once I was done that, I drank the potion and glided to the next room. In this room I was getting much better FPS, but everything was still very realistic. I was on a farm with a windmill at the back of the room, so I entered the windmill. In the windmill, I found a very sharp broom which could be used to break cobwebs, and I also found a scythe to break crops and an axe to break logs. I explored the top floor of the windmill and I found another chest with enchantment bottles and 3 rabbit spawn eggs. I checked the basement and I found a shopping list which told me I needed to get rabbit stew, a loaf of bread, and cooked cod. I walked further down the basement and broke the cobwebs with my broom and found a lure 3 book. Next I spawned the rabbits and only killed one of them because I already got what I needed, so why would I kill more of them? I decided to get the easiest item first, which was the bread. All I had to do was break the wheat crops with the scythe, and then I could craft the bread. I also found some wood I was able to break with the axe, and then I went back to the windmill to craft my bread. It took me forever to find the crafting table, but I should have known this was a crafting table. Look how obvious it is. Now I had a piece of bread, and I also crafted a fishing rod because I needed to get cooked cod next. I went back outside and used the water to fish, only to realize I forgot to add the lure 3 enchantment to become a professional fisherman. So I added lure 3 and I was able to catch a raw cod first try. I went back down to the basement and I cooked the cod in one of the furnaces, and apparently that gave me nuggets. Now I only had 1 item left to craft, and that was rabbit stew. So the first thing I did was check Google, and Google told me that I need a carrot, a baked potato, cooked rabbit, a bowl, and a mushroom. I knew how to get 4 of these things, but I had no idea where to get a mushroom. Eventually, after checking all of these trapdoors outside, I was able to find one which had a hole underneath it. I swam down the hole and I found a little cave where there was 9 mushrooms. The problem was that I couldn't break them, but I fixed that pretty easily when I found this block of wood that I could break. Now I was able to craft the rabbit stew, and I used this button in the basement to teleport to the next level. In this level, the game was still realistic, but the shaders were noticeably worse. I was in the desert with a giant mine in the middle of the room. I went down to the bottom of the mine and I found a lava pool that had a room behind it, but I couldn't swim through it or I would die. So I went further down the cave and I found an elytra in a minecart chest and 45 wood planks in a different minecart chest. I also found a cave that I had to crouch to get into, which had a chest with a bunch of totems in it. I grabbed all the totems and went back to the lava pool from earlier, which I was now able to swim across. On the other side there was a chest with a pickaxe which could break iron ore and coal ore. So I started mining every vein of iron and coal ore that I could find, and I found nothing except this cave with a skeleton across from me. I could see a button on the floor, but I was unable to reach it, so I continued searching for something else. After finding nothing, I gave up and pressed the hint button, which told me shields can deflect arrows from skeletons. So I used my coal to smelt some iron and I crafted a shield. I went back to the cave with the skeleton and I blocked my shield. An arrow activated the button, but nothing happened. I thought I was stuck, but eventually I realized I had a compass in my inventory which was named X marks the spot. The compass could be used to break red wool, so I found an X made of red wool and I pressed the button to go to the next level. Now the graphics were looking less realistic, but still not bad. I was in a snow level with a cabin and 2 different snowmen. One of the snowmen was named Henry, and Henry asked me to get him a golden carrot and some pumpkin pie, so I started looking for that. I entered the cabin and found a chest with a shovel that could break red sand, a book, and 20 torches that I could place on sand. The book was called Snowman Quotes, and inside of it said sometimes instead of roasting other people, you should stop to roast yourself. I think they were referring to the fact that only 5% of you are subscribed to me. So I went outside and used the shovel to break a piece of red sand, and there was an area beside it with a small hole in the wall and that I could only crawl through. I climbed back up and I found out the torches could melt the ice, so I melted some of the ice and found more red sand in the water pool. Under the red sand there was a chest with 3 carrots and 7 gold nuggets, which meant I only needed 1 more for the golden carrot. When I swam back up, I saw a chest on a tree, so I parkoured to it and there was 3 sugarcane and 10 eggs in it. Next I used the ice to swim into the hole from before and I found a sign with coordinates on it. When I made it to the coordinates, I found a secret lever which put the message pumpkin broken in chat. I went back down the hole and I picked up the pumpkin. Now I was able to craft the pumpkin pie and I just needed 1 more nugget to make the golden carrot. I realized that I could just smelt my shovel and that would give me 1 more golden nugget. So I smelted the shovel and I crafted the golden carrot, and then I delivered the 2 items to Henry and he gave me a flint and steel. At first I was confused, but then I remembered what the book said from earlier, so I jumped in the fire. I was teleported into the air and there was now a cave underneath me. There was a button in the cave, and when I pressed it, all it did was play water sounds. I'm not going to lie, I cheated on this part, but basically what you had to do was get the same amount of air bubbles as times the sound was played. The next level was just default Minecraft with slight shaders. I was in some sort of space base, and there was 1 room on each side of me. I decided to check the room with the chest first, and it had a chest with a book and a bunch of hunger potions. The book told me to drink the potions, but when I did, nothing seemed to happen. I climbed up a water pool in the middle, and I found there was a 2nd floor. I found a gold block with a pressure plate beside it which said helmet equipper, but nothing happened when I stood on the pressure plate. I checked a few chests and I found a laser hoe and another book that said I needed to eat a baked potato for jump boost. So I went to the last accessible room and I collected a few potatoes. I also found a chest with biofuel in it, so I was able to cook the potatoes. I ate the potato and I used it to jump up to a door which led to another room with a chest that contained a button. I placed the button on the gold block which said helmet equipper, and I was given a glass block which I guess is a space helmet. I went back to the 1st floor and I was now able to enter the room that said do not leave without helmet. The room led me outside and I immediately found a chest with a music disc which was the key to something. I looked around a little bit and I found a place to put the key. When I used the key, I was given a spaceship repair tool which let me break blocks of iron. So I started breaking the spaceship with the repair tool and I found a chest with a glass breaker that could break glass. So I went to the other side of the room and I found a place that I could break into, which led me to the next level. Now the graphics were pretty bad, and this somehow isn't even the last level. The first thing I found was a sound puzzle, which I'm pretty sure has to do with these pressure plates, but I just didn't listen to the sounds and died a few times before leaving it for later. I found a hole with a sign that said needs fire resistance, a massive unlit portal, and a nether fortress building. Inside the fortress, I found a filled cauldron and an empty brewing stand. I also found this really useful diagram and something growing that was hopefully nether wart. I went up to the roof and found 3 shields and 3 red squares, which were apparently sharp 5 gold swords. I searched the last corner of the room and I found parkour leading me to a blaze spawner. I absolutely destroyed the blazes and I got a few blaze rods, and I realized there was nothing left for me to do except the pressure plate puzzle. So I spent 15 minutes guessing the puzzle instead of using the sounds because that was easier. After crossing the puzzle, I got 2 flint and steels, and now I was able to light the nether portal. When I got through the portal, I realized I was now in the overworld, but it was actually the nether, and the level before was the overworld. There was a house, and inside of it there was a chest with a shovel that could break sand and 4 fishing rods. I found a hole beside the house and it led to a cave with sand, so I broke all the sand. There was an unfinished end portal in this cave, and there was also a chest with 2 wart pickers. I couldn't find anything else, so I went back to the overworld/nether and I picked the wart. The next part was confusing because I had to use this really detailed diagram to solve it, but eventually I figured it out. It told me the slime cave was opened, and I found the slime cave with fire covering 90% of my screen. There was a button that spawned a baby slime, so I did some killing and headed back to the nether/overworld where I smelted some of my sand to make glass. Then I went back to the overworld/nether only to realize I had to go back through the portal again to craft the bottles. Now I was finally able to make a fire resistance potion, and I swam through the hole to the next room. The next room's graphics were absolutely terrible. The colors looked like I was playing the first Mario game ever created. This room had no puzzles and it was just a bunch of trivia, which I definitely completed first try because I'm a genius. After getting all the questions correct, I was finished the puzzle and I was able to see what this texture pack actually looked like. Honestly, it's probably better the puzzle ended here because I don't think my eyes could have handled this. And it was even worse on the title screen.